Good afternoon. What's going on? I'm just here in the shack and seems like 17 meters is open. Hard to tell though. Hey, what's going on? K0LWC. Although I may just have somebody working FT8 here near me in my neighborhood. Maybe that's why it seems like such a big signal. But I think we're going to go on 17, give her a shot here. And then I got some cool stuff to show you guys about how to predict propagation between two different points, either around the country or on Earth in general. So stick tuned for that. Let's see how 17 meters is doing though. CQ 17, calling CQ 17, CQ 17 meters, calling CQ 17, CQ 17 meters from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, calling CQ 17 meters from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Yeah, the Kilo Bravo 1.
Kilo Bravo 1, Whiskey, Romeo, Zanzibar.
All right, Kilo Bravo 1, Whiskey, Romeo, Zanzibar. Good copy, David. Yeah, you're sounding good here in Minnesota. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango. I'll give you an official report on the next go-around.
All right, Matt. Yep, you're doing about a 5.5 to 5.7 with the QSV. Just scanning the band here, and I was glad to hear somebody giving a shout. Nice to hear you on, and thank you very much for picking me up. We're in the middle of Maine and watching it snow. It's just starting to quiet down. We've got about 9 inches on the ground. Thanks again, and back to you, Matt. KB1, WRZ.
Oh, well, you guys can keep it out there. We'll keep our sunshine here in Minnesota. We got about 1.5 feet on the ground. Not sure how you're doing in that department. But yeah, you're also a 5-7, 57 on the peak here into just outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're about 20 miles northwest of downtown. So yeah, glad that you're out there scanning the bands. Glad the snow and the ice that you're getting there isn't causing too much of a problem for you on the bands today. And well, I said, well, I'm sure you're probably getting ready to dust off the snowblower. So thanks so much, David. Appreciate it. Kilo Bravo 1, Whiskey Romeo Zulu from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, Kilo Bravo 1 Whiskey Radio Zulu. Hey, thanks a lot, Matt. And no snowblower here. We've got a couple of shovels, and we wait for the plow to come in. The fella from local area comes by and
what's going on, K5YVY?
Truck and plows out the dooryard, as they say here. And it's we've got a camp about 4 miles down in, so we have snowmobiles as well. Been waiting for some snow. We've had a little bit that kept melting, kept getting rain on it. Too much rain, too little of this, too little of that. But now we've got some snow, and I hope it stays, and we get some more on top for the sled. You take care, Matt, and thank you very much for picking me up. Have a wonderful day. Good DX. Stay healthy. KB1 WRZ.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a real winter trooper there, David. You got all the toys, and sounds like you don't have too much of a problem with it. Not my favorite season. But yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, David. Happy 2021. Let's hope it's better than 2020. And take care. Thanks for coming back to the call. We got you down here in the logbook. You're sounding good. Kilo Bravo 1, Whiskey Romeo Zulu. 73 from the land of 10,000 lakes from K0LWC. Bye-bye.
7-3, Matt.
QRZ. Oh yeah, 20 meters is in good shape here too. I was listening about an hour ago and it sounded like it was in pretty good shape. CQ 17, calling CQ 17 meters, calling CQ 17 meters from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, calling CQ 17 meters from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Alpha India 6, Bravo Foxtrot.
Alpha India 6. Ugh, I cannot talk today. Alpha India 6, Bravo Foxtrot from Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie. Good afternoon, George.
Oh, good. It made it through the first time. I haven't doing anything. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. You're about let's say you're about a 5-2, 52 here into Minnesota. How am I doing out in California?
When the band's up, you're coming in like a cell phone, and then it drops right back down, and you come right back. So probably another hour or so.
Yeah, try that again, George. What was the report there on the high side?
At times you're a 5.9 and then a 5.5, depending on the band.
Okay, QSL. Yep, sounds like there's still some QSB out there. So thanks so much for the 5.9. I'll take it. And yeah, I'll give you a 5.3 officially based on the exchange here. So thanks so much, George. Yep, I said when you're in there, you're sounding just fine. Q5 copy here in Minnesota. And thanks so much for coming back to the call. Appreciate it. Alpha India 6, Bravo Fox from Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie 73. This is Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, K0LWC, QRZ. I'm using a foot pedal, yep. I have a Heil FS3 foot switch that I use. FT8, I just use the standard WSJTX, the normal program from the developer that created the actual mode. I just use that. I don't use any third-party stuff. CQ17 calling a CQ, calling a CQ17, CQ17 calling a CQ, calling a CQ17, CQ17, CQ. This is Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie calling CQ17, CQ17 from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Calling a CQ17, CQ17, calling a CQ, calling a CQ, CQ17 meters, calling a CQ, calling a CQ, CQ17, CQ17 from Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. There's not a lot of fish out there in the barrel today. I mean, the band is not full of signals, but the signals I do have are pretty decent. So that probably tells me it's open somewhere, but not everywhere. CQ17 calling a CQ, calling a CQ17, CQ17 calling a CQ, calling a CQ, CQ17, CQ17 meters. This is Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie calling a CQ, CQ17 calling a CQ, CQ17 meters from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. All right, 17's a little bit rough, but what we can do in the meantime is I want to show you guys a couple things for those that are in here, and thanks for tuning in so early. I'm not going to be on super long today, probably just an hour or so. I said my son's taking a nap. Did you guys know, I might try 20 next, that you can actually predict what bands are best for different parts of the country or even different countries. So let's say you're working towards your Worked All States award. You know, that's a pretty common one that people that get on HF do. You know, they want to be able to work into every single state in the country, and you get an award with that. So what it's like, well, how do I get to Alaska or Hawaii? What's the best band at the best time? There's actually a program out there, and I'll show it to you here in the live stream, that you can use for this. And it's actually really, really accurate, and I highly recommend it to anybody looking for just, again, a predictor of propagation that you can utilize. So let me just adjust my screen here. Shrink this down. There we go. All right, let me bring up a new window for you guys here. And the program is called VOA Cap. I just call it VOA Cap, but it's probably mispronounced. And if you don't know what VOA is, that's Voice of America, which is like the biggest shortwave station, or at least the best known, that we have in the United States. And so this was actually designed for them to understand how their signal might propagate throughout the world. Let me change this up. Here we go. And this is actually what it looks like. So let me just make this a little bit bigger here on your screen, or at least be able to get you to see it a little bit better. So this is VOA Cap. And so what this does is it gives you a timetable and a listing of bands. So if you take a look here, I did a prediction for myself and Dan, KB0TDW, recently. I was curious. He just got his HS station up and going, and I was like, I wonder what band would work best for us. My thought was 40 meters, and I was right. So here are the times a day on what bands we are most likely to make contact. And this is short path. So you can have short path and long path. So this is the predicted reliability of our contact. And you can actually see it here on the chart. So hour by hour, this is the best bands for myself to talk to from Minneapolis down to Omaha, Nebraska. So you can see 40 meters, 60 meters, and 80 meters, which makes sense because, you know, Omaha to Minneapolis is pretty short. So you can see the 100% reliability, 99% reliability, 97. And even a little bit of a peak here on 30 meters later on into the evening hours. But you can tell 20, 17, 15, 12, 11, and 10 are all a no-go, which is really no surprise because on those bands, you're talking about traditionally a lot more long-distance communication. So I'm skipping right over the top of Omaha on any of those upper bands. So again, not only that, it's going to give you the signal power, what you can expect for an actual S-speeder reading. So you can see where it says S0, 1, 2, 3, 4 going up the scale here. So on 40 meters, it's saying that I should be S9. And it's not like it's just making a guess on, you know, exactly what antennas you have. You put in the power, the antennas on both sides, and you can pick between wires and Yagis and all different kinds of stuff. So this is a fantastic program. Again, it's completely free, doesn't cost a dime. You should bookmark it. It's voacap.com/HF. I'd highly recommend you use it. It's pretty straightforward to use. If you have any questions, you can always drop me an email. But again, so if you ever want to make sure you're getting into the right state at the right time, I used this for Alaska recently. I wanted to get Alaska checked off my list. I came over here, put in my antenna. I put in a modest antenna in Alaska to understand what's the best time of day I should be calling CQ to get into Alaska. And lo and behold, it worked on the first try. So again, I highly recommend you use this program. So again, hopefully you guys found that valuable. But let's jump down to 20 meters. 20 meters seems like it's doing pretty well today. So let's head down there, do a little quick tune-up here. All right. Let's tune up right around here. There we go. Okay. Some big signals. All right, let's see what these guys got. I don't know what happened to him. He was there for a second, and now he just went quiet. I don't know what his deal was.
Hello, CQ, hello, CQ, hello, CQ.
Oh, we can get this guy.
CQ, CQ, Whiskey Alpha 2, Alpha Alpha Romeo. WA2, AAR calling CQ. Hello, CQ, hello, CQ,
Do you think we're going to get him?
W Whiskey, A Alpha, the figure 2, A Alpha, R Romeo. WA2, AAR calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey Alpha 2, Alpha Alpha Romeo. WA2, AAR calling CQ and 5 for a call. Okay, someone?
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. K0LWC.
All right, the K0 station. Say again, please.
Yeah, it's Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. QSL.
Roger, thank you very much for coming back. K0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. This is WA2, AAR. The name here is Bob, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. We are located in northeast section of Pennsylvania.
It's a good 10 over.
And, oh boy, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, we're in the northeast section of Pennsylvania, and we are having a cool day out here. It's not really got to 40 degrees here. And you're over in Minnesota, so you probably got part of this storm that we had here. We're going to get more snow tomorrow. But we had a nice storm overnight. So back over to you there, Matt. K0LWC. Here is Whiskey Alpha 2, Alpha Alpha Romeo. I'll give you your signal report next go around.
Yeah, very good, Ron. Well, I'm happy to say that we did not get any of that winter storm. I think it tracked just a little bit south of us here in Minnesota, thankfully. And we've had a couple of storms here the last week, week and a half. Ever since Christmas, we've been kind of getting our share of severe weather rolling through. So if you guys want to keep it out that way, we're totally fine with that there. I think we've got about 1.5 feet of snow on the ground. I was just outside yesterday messing around here with the wire antenna in the backyard. And yeah, it was about 1.5 feet deep out there. So if it just sticks with that the rest of the winter, hey, we'll be totally fine with that. And yep, we're out here in Minnesota. I'm located about 20 miles northwest of downtown in Minneapolis, in a suburb called Maple Grove, Minnesota, just on the northwestern side of the Twin Cities metro. And yeah, you have a beautiful signal. That's what got me to stop here on the waterfall. It was hard to ignore you. You're a solid 10 over S9, 10 over 5 and 9 here into Minnesota. Ron, and the name here is Matt. Mike Alpha Tango Tango, over.
All right there, Matt. The name here is Bob, Bravo Oscar Bravo. I changed it in the FCC listings, but it's going to take 10 to 15 days for it to show up anyplace. The middle name is Robert, so I use Bob as my name on the radio. And there's a little story about that many, many years ago when I was first getting into ham radio 50 years ago. I got on 6 meters. Okay, fine. And there was a lot of people on 6 meters. I had a big net. They had about 30, 40 people in there. And I got in there, and we started talking and everything else. And all of a sudden, I went in there as Ron, and the one net control goes, "Oh, no, not another Ron. We already got 4. You're going to be number 5. I said, well, we can solve it this way. You can call me Bob. My middle name is Robert. Call me Bob. So that's what they did. They called me Bob, and Bob stuck all these years. So that's what I use. And it's nice. Well, I'll give you an idea of what we're doing here. We're running right now an ICOM 756 Pro 3. We have the Pro 2 sitting next to it. The Pro 3 we just resurrected. We had to put a new RIT knob in it, pot. It had snapped from the people who we bought it from. That's going into a Drake L4 amplifier. About 700 watts on the output. And that's going into a Drake L4. And I told you about the L4 amplifier. That's going into the R5 antenna. My computer's talking to me for some reason. I don't know why I had this person on a watch list. The guy who wrote the software. He's on CW. I'm not going on CW right now. But that's going into an R5 antenna. About 15 feet off the roof outside, off the ground outside. And what we're going to do there is come springtime, we're going to put my tri-bander back up. Once I get the tri-bander back up, I'll still have the vertical, but be in a different location. But right now, being 1,275 feet above sea level here, nothing around, very little trees where I am right now. And I sit on 4.5 acres of property. So putting that tri-bander up in the other 2-car garage, the only bad thing about it, I got about 125 feet of coax into the shack in order to get it to hook up to the radio. That will give me a better signal here on the bands. And I mean, with the height and the power, it's going to be pretty good here. We've had that antenna have to go on 30 years, 35 years at Mosley. So back over to you there, Matt. K0L. Oh, by the way, the weather. Okay, what we have here is a week ago, not this week, the week before, we had a snowstorm go through here. We got 22 inches of snow outside. Okay, so what happened there, the weekend after, the weatherman says it's going to rain. We got snow on the ground. And a lot of it melted away because the weather, the temperature is a little bit high. So then it rained. And very, very fortunately where I am, I'm sitting up on the hill. The water runs down. And I can see it running down the ditch alongside the house. And we have a swale in the back of the house where the water runs into there and goes to a different area. So we keep the water away from the house. And it came down. Man, did it come down. And then all the snow sun. So now, yesterday, last evening, we had an ice storm.
A little bit of fading
So
here.
we got probably 1 or 2/10 of an inch of ice. It wasn't that much, not power lines down or whatever else. We were very, very lucky. But and this morning when I got up, I see the ice all over the ground and whatever else. So I said, what the heck? I'm not going. We don't have to go no place. I'm retired, so sit inside the house. It can snow 20 feet outside. I'm still going to be in the house. But anyway, that's what happened here overnight. And now tomorrow we're supposed to get anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow, of accumulated snow. They're not saying what it's going to be, wet, heavy snow, or just that light, fluffy, light snow like we had 2 weeks ago. So back over you there, Matt. K0LWC, WA2AAR.
WA2AAR from K0LWC. Very good, Bob. Before I give you the return here, Bob, just so I can close out the logbook entry, what is my report there into Pennsylvania this afternoon?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're coming at 5'8".
Yeah, sure, no problem. Thanks so much for the report, Bob. Appreciate it. Well, like I said, you guys can keep it out that way. That's totally fine with us here. We don't want any more. At least I don't up here in Minnesota. Though many of my neighbors may disagree with me, and that's fine. But I've seen enough of the snow already this year. I've had enough. I'm ready for spring. But I know we have at least another good, 3.5 months easily, maybe even 4 of winter yet here in the frigid north of Minnesota. But very good. Well, I said even with the antenna you're on now, you're doing a good job considering your signal. Again, some QSB brought you down towards the end of your last transmission. And if you're curious to how you sound, I am live streaming on YouTube right now, so you can go to my QRZ. It sounds like you already found it, and you can find the link to YouTube. And yeah, where you actually can hear how you sound in my receiver. To give you a rundown of what that receiver is here on this side, it is an ICOM 7300. And I'm running a 93-foot long dipole with the center conductor up around 50 feet. Yesterday I made some adjustments that pulled, the wire is now up and over a large tree branch at about 70 feet. Before, the insulator had stopped right at the branch, but now I pulled it up and over, and I was kind of curious to know whether going up and over was going to really drastically impact my performance of the antenna, both on transmit and receive. So a little bit of experimentation today. But yeah, so it's the ICOM 7300, just 100 watts into that dipole at 50 feet. And then I'm running a Heil PR781 microphone here on the Heil boom in the shack. But again, if you want to hear how you can sound, because you do sound good, just click on that YouTube link and you'll see the live video there on the YouTube channel. But I'll send it back over to you to wrap it up there, Bob. I won't hold it with you too long, so I'll keep on moving and see what else I can scare up here in 20 meters. I'm on a fairly short timetable today. Just playing a little radio here while the son is taking a nap upstairs in his room. So I'll pass it back over to you, and we'll put a bow on it. So back over to you, Bob. WA2AAR from K0LWC in Minnesota.
Okay there, Matt. K0LWC, WA2AR. Yeah, you'll go a little bit QSB there on you also going up and down. So it's probably the band changing. You know, I was going to get on a little bit early today, but I wound up working on my other rig. I have a rig that I want to put in the mobile. It's a ICOM IC706 Mark 2G. What's happening to it, I have to wait a half hour to 45 minutes for it to heat up, for it to stabilize on frequency. I looked through the manual with a little help from the people on QRZ. Oh, EHAM, they helped me out a lot. And I looked in the manual, there's a potentiometer in there that has to be adjusted. So not too bad. So what I'll do tomorrow, if I get a chance tomorrow, I'll take it down off the, I have it all opened up already. It's sitting on top of the power supply. And what I'm going to do is I'll take it off of there, put it here on the bench, and let it warm up for a half hour. They say let it warm up for a half hour before you make the attempt to make the adjustment. So I'm going to do that, and that'll be something I got to do. And I'm just going to put a new battery in my digital voltmeter. I don't know how long this battery's been in there, but I want to get it I still want to get it where at least I have the right voltage into the voltmeter for it to operate. So okay then, Matt, you go ahead. I'll say 17. God bless. Stay safe out there in Minnesota. And have a very, very happy New Year. Have a safe one. Hopefully this one's going to be better than the last one. So over to you there, Matt. K0LWC. To tie it up, this is Whiskey Alpha 2, American Amateur Radio.
All right, Whiskey Alpha 2, Alpha Radio from Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie. Very good, Bob. Well, I said have a great, happy new year. I don't think we can go anywhere but up after 2020 there, Bob. So wishing you all the best. I said, and stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you down the log later on in the new year. Take care. WA2AAR. This is K0LWC. 73 from the land of 10,000 lakes, Bob.
73 there, Matt. Take care. We're in the state of the largest man-made lake, which is not about maybe 3 miles from the QTA.
73.
73.
All right. So that was an easy one. He was a talker. Hey, congratulations, Randy. That's awesome. And yeah, glad you're in here for the second time, Tom. That's cool as well.
Is the mail still working, Kyle? Is the mail still going between the United States? Go ahead.
Maybe some DX here.
Some parts are coming from a company stateside, so it's been a month, but I haven't received it yet. USPS is indicating their backlog and still waiting. So things are pretty slow when it comes to that. I'm still waiting on parts to come in. Over.
Okay, KOSL, I'm on your webpage. Is that, what do you require, $2 return postage?
Yes, sir, that is affirmative. Over.
I didn't catch Roger. Go ahead.
Roger.
He might be DX here.
QSL 2.2. Over.
Okay, very good. Very good. Let me turn it back to Africa there. I wasn't getting the last comment you had about the antenna. You were not the antenna. I forget the last thing we were talking about. My memory.
Oh, Lee, where are you located?
ZX6 NT with Victor Papa 2 Echo India
Yeah, this is some DX here.
WB2 FSL.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Victor Bravo 2 Foxtrot Sierra Lima Initial Robert Rob.
We got some DX here, guys. South Carolina. Yeah, I usually do pretty good down that way. Most times. It's just the way my antenna is set up.
Well, if you could send one direct, or I could send one direct. The problem is everybody in South Africa is telling me that the mail is closed down, that there's no mail between Africa and the United States. Go ahead. They said the mail is shut down. I don't know. They said that there's no mail between South Africa and the United States. And yeah, I'll be looking at your QSL page.
Yeah, they're talking about sending QSL cards, and I've heard that too. That some countries aren't even accepting mail from other countries, particularly from the United States. It's the chances of transmission are too high. I've heard that. This might be South Africa we're hearing here. Yeah, if you guys are part of any of the Facebook groups for ham radio, like Amateur Ham Radio Operators, any of those big Facebook groups, post the link to this live stream in there, and that would help me out a ton. Let's get some more viewers in here. Let's have a little bit more fun, guys. So thanks so much for doing that. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hearing South Africa here, maybe S2. Yeah, S2, S3.
Much more secure, I would say. Of course, the number one way or I would like to open postcard. We'll just punch in directly from your country. The chances of that postcard...
He's definitely tough to copy.
Especially in South Africa is very high. So, actually the one I would like to
Now this guy's in South Africa. So the southern tip of Africa.
Okay, there's a couple breakers on frequency. What I could do, a recommendation, is take a look at Zulu C1 Ocean Push.
I'm missing them, so, but anyway, Roberto, we'll put you in the log, and we want to say 73, have a wonderful new year. You and your family be prosperous and have fun on the radio. So, Roberto, 73 from K0L Mike Sierra. Thank you.
Okay, I will wish you a happy new year and then good luck. And 73.
There's some strong DX potentially. He's 5'9", wherever he's at. 20 meters must be long. Very cool, Tom. 85 watts and an end-fed. Oh, man, an end-fed to South Africa. That's awesome. Oh, where'd he go? That sounded like DX. And then he was just gone. Yeah, 20 meters sounds long. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I had tweeted this yesterday, but I nabbed Greenland on 60 meters yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think so. Greenland. That's going to be a cool QSL card. You're just gone. Disappeared. That's a bummer. I was
This
gonna...
is Kilo Lima 1, Mike Sierra, Southwest Alaska, standing by.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Oh, something ending in Mike.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Okay, we're getting closer. The ending was Whiskey Mike. We'll try that again.
Oh, this is George. KL1MS. He's up in Wasilla, Alaska. I just talked to him on 20 meters the other day.
I think I got that. Whiskey Bravo and 9 Delta Whiskey Mike.
Yeah, so this is KL1MS in Alaska. Coming in pretty good.
Got the Victor. Okay, Whiskey Bravo 9.
I try to say hi to George here.
Whiskey Mike. This is Kilo Lima.
Is anybody else here Alaska here on 14260? Boy, my hair is a wreck. This is like COVID hair. I've had a haircut in like 5 months. My hair is like ridiculous.
5657. You're about the same here. Yeah, that's a little bit further east now. Okay, very good. And the name here is George Golf Echo Oscar Romeo Golf Echo.
Notch that out. Just turned down a little bit of a noise reduction for you guys. I cannot hear who he's talking to. Whoever he's talking to is here in the Midwest. I think it was a Whiskey Bravo 9.
Okay, we got a 2-5 copy now for sure. So, okay, very fine. I'll get you in the log, and we'll try to get you something out in the mail too, maybe. So, 73, thanks for coming back.
73, Aaron.
Lima 1, Mike Sierra.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
And a Kilo 6, Bravo Juliet.
Ah.
Kilo Lima 1, Mike Sierra.
Well, I won't feel too bad. I talked to George about a week ago. See what else is out there.
Is there a station trying to check in? Go ahead.
That sounds like some kind of net here on 14275.
I got a couple stations trying to check in. I got a Delta Mike
Delta Mike 96. Run up there to the northeast and see what's cracking and what's popping. Throw a few more calls out to the west and see what's out there. QRZ, Kilo 3, Japan Whiskey, Eastern North Carolina.
This guy sounds like he should be on channel 6 on 11 meters. If he calls CQ again, I'll try him.
Let me swing these beams around. Swing these beams back up to, that's the 9 calls on there. I'm put them up here due north of my current location. See what I can pull out. QRZ with the beams looking to north from my current location here in beautiful Eastern North Carolina. QRZ, K3JW.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie. Good afternoon, sir. The name here is James, located here in Eastern North Carolina, sir. Where are you coming out of?
Yeah, James, the name here is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm located just about 20 miles northwest of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Wow, man, you 20 over S9 here in beautiful North
James
Carolina,
at
man.
November 2, Victor Golf Sierra in Dallas, New Jersey. Hello, Minnesota.
Supposed to get up to 72, 73 before nightfall, but hey, it's 2:44 here, so if it's going to get that high, it needs to come on there. Over.
Oh, you guys got it made out there. I think it's only around 20-some degrees here in Minnesota. We got about 1.5 feet of snow on the ground, so if that sounds more enjoyable, we can send some down your way.
Well, send it on, my friend. Send it on. Bring it on down here to me. I mean, I got to get it one day, so just come on and send it to me, over.
Well, if you can send me a little of those sandy beaches there from North Carolina, I think we'd be set. Yeah, I said it's a nice sunny day, so we can't complain here in Minnesota. More often than not, in the wintertime, we're cloudy and it's just kind of gloomy. So any day that it's sunny is a good day. I'll give you a quick rundown of the station here, James. It sounds like you're doing all the heavy lifting there on your side. We're just running a ICOM 7300, a Heil PR 781 microphone, and just running 100 watts up into a ZS6 BKW dipole. That's a 93-foot long wire up around 50 feet up in the trees. So it sounds like you got the big antenna on your side that's doing all the work. Over.
Yeah, kudos on that, man. Well, you're sounding good, man.
All right, I might as well get out there.
My current location.
All right,
I don't know about anybody.
Hey, Chris.
My current location.
It looked like Jim's doing all that talking down there. Let me swing the beans a little bit more north. I was trying to get into Minnesota, but it don't look like I'm going to get in there. November 2, Victor Golf Sierra. Swing a little bit more north.
But it still worked real good. Got a whole lot of swing in this thing. And I'm working a A4S, Sierra tri-band antenna.
I don't know what kind of show you got going on there. How you doing?
And I'm about 18 to 20 feet off of the ground on it. And I'm running a Mirotron ALS.
Roger.
What's going on, W2CSI?
And I'm dumping 15 watts in, getting 350, 375 out there. Over.
Well, the 375 sounds awesome. Sounds really, really good here in Minnesota. So I'd say don't touch a thing, as you got it sounding just right. So you got her dialed in. All right, I won't hold it with you. So I'll say 73. Thanks for picking me up. Glad to hear you on the bands again. Booming signal, 5.9 plus here into Minnesota, sounding great. And 73, take care, and we'll catch you down the log. Thanks so much for the call. I appreciate it. This is K0LWC in Minnesota, 73 from the land of 10,000 lakes.
Right. You take care, my friend. The land of 10,000 lakes up there in Minnesota. Kilo 0 Lima.
You got any ears down there in Minnesota?
7-3. Hey, Kelvin, is that you calling me? I believe that's Kelvin calling me. Let me swing.
Yeah, I'm going to QSY up. I totally didn't catch his call sign after all that. Oh, nice, Kelvin, nice. I said it probably won't be, but thanks for hopping in there. I said I'll be on for maybe a little bit longer here. I'm going to go up to 303. If anybody remembers his call sign, let me know. I totally blanked on writing it down. Yeah, yeah, 295 sounds more like channel 6 for sure. All right, let's go to 304. Totally blanked on this call sign. Can't believe I forgot to input it. Is this frequency in use? K0LWC. Is this frequency in use? K0LWC. All right, CQ, CQ, CQ20, calling a CQ, calling CQ, CQ, a CQ20, calling a CQ, calling a CQ20, CQ20, CQ20 from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. I heard somebody down there. Try it again. You're a little bit too light. You're probably about a S1, S2 tops. So try it again here in a little bit. Maybe conditions will improve. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ, all stations. CQ, CQ, CQ20, calling a CQ, calling a CQ, CQ, CQ20, 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 calling a CQ, calling a CQ, CQ, a CQ20 meters from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Whiskey 1, Victor Charlie Mike.
Whiskey 1, Victor Charlie Mike. Go ahead.
All right, I was trying to get you, when were you doing it last Thursday, I guess it was, and I wasn't able to hit you. I'm glad I was able to hit you today. My name here is Chris, Charlie Hotel, Romeo India Sierra. This is Victor 1, Whiskey 1, this is Victor Charlie Mike, and we are the Amateur Radio Club of the Vintage Radio and Communications Museum in Windsor, Connecticut.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you have a great signal out here to Minnesota. You're a solid 5 and 8 on the peak. Some QSB as well, for sure. But no, I said you got a great signal out here today, so I'm glad you're able to make it through. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, just about 20 miles northwest of downtown Minneapolis. And yeah, you sound phenomenal today, so I guess propagation is in our favor on this one.
Yeah, and hitting the right times of day, too. Yeah, I have family who lives in St. Michael and Maple Grove and all around the Minneapolis area.
Thanks, Tom.
I was the sheriff for Wright County for a while, and his brother is the principal for the middle schools in that area. I mean, it's amazing how much I have a connection to Minnesota, and I haven't lived there in, close to about 40 years.
Oh, then you know all about Minnesota then. And yeah, that's where we're located, Maple Grove, up here on the northwest side of the metro. And just not too far away, about a mile away from the 494, 694 interchange, there on the very northwest corner of the highway there, is where we're located, near something called Fish Lake, which is one of the bigger regional lake and parks that are in the metro region. So yeah, we're just about a mile away, not even, probably a half a mile from the shore of the Fish Lake here. But then again, everybody's a few miles away from a lake in this state, so that's not really that unusual. But no, yeah, you sound great out this way. And we're just running 100 watts here into a dipole at 50 feet, but if you're on a club station, maybe you're using something a little bit more substantial. Is that the case?
Negative. I'm using a TS570 100 watts into a 3-element Mosley.
Oh, a 3-element Mosley. Well, there you go. You're doing all the heavy lifting on your side.
Yeah, well, we've been having problems with this antenna. We finally got it up and running and got the SWR down to pretty close to 1-to-1, which we're happy with. But ever since we had a problem with it during the windstorm, it kind of bent up and we had to rebuild it, and it was an experience, but it's not an experience I want to repeat.
Yeah, well, when you get those bigger, fancier antennas on a tower, boy, they sure are a lot more work to keep up and going. That's the thing. With the more substantial your antenna, the more work it is to keep it tuned up on the air and sounding good. That's kind of the trade-off, right? And just to close up my logbook here as we wrap things up, what's my signal report out there to the East Coast this afternoon?
I got you about a 5.7, between 5.7 and 5.9. It's been bouncing between the two.
Yeah, I said there's been a little bit of a drop here in the signal since we started talking. I think just the band shifting around since we got moving. But all right, very good. Well, thanks for giving me a call. I'm glad we're able to get in the logbook, and hopefully you're watching live there on YouTube so you can hear how you sound. You sound good. Even I said with the S5 signal, you're Q5 on the audio. So thanks so much for giving me a call. Glad we're able to get in the logbook. And stay safe, stay healthy. Happy New Year. And we'll catch you down the log later on. W1VCM from Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie. Over to you.
Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for doing this on YouTube. I think it's a neat idea. Try to get more people.
Hey, Todd.
Exposed. And we'll let you get some other contacts in there, and I'll be dropping a card in the mail for you. Let's see here. Sub 3, and we'll let you go.
Awesome. I look forward to getting the card. Take care, 73. This is Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
November Lima 7, Victor X-ray. November Lima 7, Victor X-ray.
November Lima 7, Victor X-ray. You're 5 and 6 in Minnesota.
You're 5 and 9 in Woodbridge, Virginia. Good signal, good audio. Copy. Your name here is Steve. Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. Happy New Year to you and your family. Hope everything's going okay with you up in there in Minnesota.
Thanks so much, Steve. Yeah, same to you. Happy New Year. Hopefully it's going to be a better year for all of us compared to last year. I think there's nowhere to go but up. But thanks for giving me a call, Steve, and I appreciate it. You're sounding great here in Minnesota from Fox Mike 18. Take care, 73. NL7VX, K0LWC.
One of my sons just like you. You got that what I call Joe Daddy cool look going on. Looks good. Take care, NL7VX.
Oh, I wish I still looked like that. Take care, Stephen. 73. K0LWC, QRZ.
Kilo Bravo 0, Sierra Sierra.
Kilo Bravo 0, Sierra Sierra, 5-9.
Hi, you're also 5-9 here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. The name is Jim Juliet Indy Mike. Looks like you're having a pileup. KB0SS, back to you.
Yeah, I got a few people out there, but no, you're sounding better than that. You're 20 over. You're just blowing the doors off here, so you're super, super strong. Nothing special on this end, just run 100 watts into a dipole. What are you running down there?
Oh, this is, we got about 1.4 kW pointed your way on a 5 element.
That makes sense.
Element to Yagi.
Ah, okay, now it all makes sense. You're doing about 90% of the work. But boy, yeah, you sound fantastic. Big signal, great station, great audio as well. So thanks for giving a call. We got you in the logbook, and yeah, beautiful. Happy New Year, and we'll catch you down the log. Stay safe, stay healthy. Kilo Bravo 0, Sierra Sierra. From Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, 73.
Oh, you bet. You too. Have a great weekend. You stay safe. KB0SS clear. Bye-bye.
QRZ.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Bravo, Radio X-ray.
The Whiskey Alpha 4 QRP.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Bravo, Radio X-ray. Echo, QRP.
All right, the Bravo Radio X-ray, stand by. The QRP station? All right, I got Kilo India 5 question mark. All right, Kilo India 5, India Quebec Echo. I'll give you a report on the next go around to your QRP signal. But this is Matt Mike Alpha Tango Tango up here in Minnesota. Over.
Roger, roger. This is Joe down in west of San Antonio, Texas. West of San Antonio, Texas.
How much power are you running there?
I'm running 5 watts on a 20 meter dipole.
All right, QSL, on the peak, you're 5 and 4, 54 there on the peak. What's my report down in Texas? QSL, thanks so much for the 5 and 9. Just to give you a comparison, this right here is 5 watts. 5 watts here from my radio. Over. $73, thanks so much. All right, the last station that was in there, I'm already forgetting your call since I had to clear it out of the logbook, but I think it was at Mike Radio X-ray, I think, perhaps. Go ahead.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Bravo, Radio X-ray. Whiskey Alpha 4, Bravo, Radio X-ray.
All right, Whiskey Alpha 4, question mark. All right, Whiskey Alpha 4, Bravo Romeo X-ray. There we go. Got it that time, Andy. All right, you were much stronger when you first came in, but now you're down a little bit. I'll give you a report here in the next go-around. The name is Matt, and I'm located just outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Roger, Matt. I'm just wrapping up a partial in the air activation for the two dial, and I heard you last week, so I'd you were 5555, so 6389, and 4581. Those are some cars here in Maryland, as well as some cars they come in over.
QSL, thanks so much for the 5 and 5 in Maryland. You were also 5 and 5, 55 in Minnesota. QSL.
QSL to 55 Minnesota. I appreciate it, and hope you have a wonderful New Year. And 7-3.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Thanks for being in there and have fun. WA4BRX from K0LWC. I'll be QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Mike Echo Foxtrot.
Kilo India 5, Mike Echo Foxtrot, 5 and 8.
5 and 5 into Central Texas.
Oh, thanks so much for the 5 and 5. What are you running down there in Austin?
Icon 7300 with about 400 watts on a 20-meter sloper.
Oh, fantastic. Well, yep, sounds really good. Good audio, but again, you're running an ICOM 7300. I think it's impossible to make a 7300 sound bad. So you sound really good. Dave, thanks so much for the contact. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Don't get sick.
Absolutely. KI5MEF, K0LWC, QRZ. I think I heard another 5 station, but you're pretty close to my noise. Try it again. All right, I hear voices, but I can't pick out any words, so conditions may change, so hang in there. This is Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, calling a CQ20, CQ20, calling a CQ, calling a CQ, CQ, CQ 20 meters, calling a CQ, CQ, from Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, calling a CQ 20, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, from Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Whiskey 3 Charlie, Whiskey Tango.
Charlie 1 Alpha.
Kilo Charlie 1 Alpha, go.
This is Kilo Charlie 1 Alpha. Just heard you in there, and I thought would come in and say a Happy New Year to you. I won't hold it here, but anyway, you've got a nice signal. You're running up
The 2 station standby.
5-8. And the QTH is Connecticut.
All right, QSL, thanks so much for the 5 and 8. It sounds like you have some flutter on your audio. I can't detect what it is. I don't know, it almost sounds like voltage flying back into your audio and causing kind of this vibrative flutter noise. But no, great signal, 5 and 9 on the peak here in Minnesota. QSL?
Okay, 73, and have a great day.
73, thanks so much. All right, the 2 station? Yeah, the 2 station that was in there, go ahead.
Negative copy. I've left already. K0LD, I'm clear. On the shore to New Jersey.
All right, CQ, CQ, calling a CQ 20 meters from Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Whiskey 3 Charlie, Whiskey Tango.
Then come back. Handle this, Jack. K0LD on Mr. Conley. Got a good signal, but somebody seems to want to irritate.
All right, the Whiskey 3 Charlie.
That's Whiskey 3 Charlie, Whiskey Tango.
All right, Whiskey 3 Charlie, Whiskey Tango out there in Pennsylvania. You're sounding good.
Well, thank you. I had reset my radio and forgot I didn't have it backed up, so I'm trying to figure out again. I have an ICOM 7300, so wish me luck.
Yeah, I said I've had to do that once before myself. A full radio reset does wonders if you don't know what button you accidentally push. I'm also running a 7300 here. You're 5 and 8 in Minnesota, over.
Oh, you're a very good 5.9 here in Pennsylvania. Very strong 5.9. Sound really good.
Oh, fantastic. We're just running the 100 watts from the 7300 into a wire at 50 feet. And I'm going to give you a 5 and 9. You were a 5.9 plus on the last go around, so you're sounding really, really good. So I'll say 73. Thanks for popping in there and saying hi there, Charlie, and I'll catch you down the log. Happy New Year. W3CWT from K0LWC.
Well, good luck and thank you. I hope you get a lot of contact. Happy New Year to you too also.
Lima Whiskey Mike.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Lima Mike, go.
Whiskey 3 Lima Whiskey Mike. Thanks for the quick answer here.
the QTH is Silver Spring, Maryland. Silver Spring, Maryland, just showing some friends here what the ham radio can do. The name is Aaron. Adam, Roger, Otto, Nancy. Go ahead. Oh, you're 5'9". Good copy here. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Aaron. The name is Matt, Mike, Alpha, Tango, Tango. You're also 5'9", here just about 20 miles northwest of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota, in a suburb called Maple Grove. Yeah, beautiful signal out this way. And anytime you're showing other folks the magic of ham radio, well, that's a good afternoon in my book.
Okay. I'm sorry, what? You want to say hi to him? Go ahead. She's going to school out in that area. Go ahead.
Oh, I think I heard her voice. She may have been a little far away from the microphone. Have her try it again. I'm not sure what happened. The signal went down to about a S1 or 2, and maybe it's audio or maybe it's signal, but I'm only getting pretty light audio and about a S1 or 2 if you want to check the station again. But yeah, it was really tough to copy. Yep, I know where St. Olaf is, down there in Northfield. I used to go to school in Wisconsin. That's where I went to college, and we used to play St. Olaf College in hockey. That's Division III for men's hockey. So yep, I know where St. Olaf College is. It's probably about an hour away from us here in the northwest side of the metro.
Okay, well, she started up in the fall semester. They got sort of shut down because of the COVID. Hopefully she's going to get back there very soon. She's the granddaughter of my lady friend, and we're in a retirement community here called Leisure World in Maryland. So the call sign W3 Leisure World, Maryland. And my home call is Whiskey 3 Golf India Sierra. Back over to you.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I see that you're a radio club call sign. That's very awesome. And yeah, well, I said I'm 34 years old, so I'm not too far out of college. But yeah, St. Olaf College is a great school. So glad that she was able to get on the radio there, even though, yeah, you took a big dive in the signal. You're 5'9". When the band just switched, now you're 5'3". So it took a big jump. So I'll say 73 and let you go, just in case we lose each other completely here at the band. But again, when you came in there, you're 5'9". And that's what I'll put you down in the logbook as. So 73, take care. You're sounding good up here in Minnesota, where we had a nice sunny day, and it's about 25 degrees. So we can't complain. And finally, we got about 1.5 feet of snow on the ground. It just took it took a good part of the beginning of winter to get there. So take care, 73. W3LWN from K0LWC. Yeah, I'm using the Heil PR 781. '73 QRZ.
Kilo November 4, Uniform Mike, Quebec.
Kilo November 4, Uniform Mike, Quebec, 5859 in Minnesota.
Roger that, you're a 10 over into North Carolina.
Oh, thanks so much for the great report down there in North Carolina. Just running 100 watts here out of a dipole, so I guess propagation must be in pretty good shape.
Roger that, I'm running 100 watts into an off-center fed dipole.
Well, you know conditions are doing good. If we're both running 100 watts into some wires and we're doing this good between 5.7, 5.8, and 10 over, that sounds pretty good to me. So thanks so much for hopping in there. You're sounding great, Michael, up here in Minnesota. The name here is Matt, Mike Alpha, Tango, Tango, just outside Minneapolis. And 73, thanks for giving me a call, and we got you in the logbook. KN4UMQ from K0LWC. Take care.
73 to you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. This is Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Tango, Tango. Yankee Mike.
Ending in Tango, Tango.
Kilo November 4, Oscar Tango, Tango.
All right, Kilo November 4, Oscar Tango, Tango from K0LWC. Boy, big signal, 5'9" here in Minnesota.
Roger, Roger, Matt. Thanks for the 5-9. You're 10 over 9 here in Northeast Georgia. The name here is Max, Mike Alpha X-Ray. And, boy, I tell you, if I'm sounding half as good as you are, then I'm doing good.
I'd say you're probably sounding better. At least that's how it seems to my ear. Beautiful audio. What's the radio that you're running, and what's the microphone?
Roger, Roger. I appreciate it. It's just a 7300, but I'm running the Heil ICM mic. And I do have the amp going, so I'm running about 300 watts your way out of an AL811 on a hex beam, so I'm pointing right at you too, so I guess I'm kind of cheating.
Oh no, you're doing great. You're not cheating at all. I said that would be probably my next antenna if I can swing it as a hex beam, and even maybe like 600 or 700 watts. That would be like what I'd like to get. Yeah, I said your ICM microphone sounds great. No surprise there. I'm running the Heil PR781 dynamic microphone, which the 7300 doesn't do a great job driving, but it works. So hopefully my audio sounds good down to you in Georgia. Over.
Roger, no, that sounds great, man. It sounds really good, and it's funny, you know, I had the 781. It's actually right here next to me, but I didn't feel comfortable driving it with so much gain through the radio. So my Christmas present to myself the other day was this ICM mic. So I moved that dynamic. I moved the 781 over to my little mono bander. So I use that on the ICOM 2300. It does really good for local repeater work. So yeah, the ICM is now on the 7300. Over.
Yeah, I know that's what Heil recommends for the 7300, and they do sound good. But again, the 7300 was designed for an electric condenser microphone, so it only makes sense that that's what you would go with. The dynamics do okay, but the next thing on my list after the amplifier is going to be getting an external preamp and equalizer. That way I can really get this microphone properly into the 7300 there in the rear port of the radio. So it works like this for now, but eventually I got to get an outboard, more powerful amplifier to really drive this microphone. So that'll be the next thing for me. But yeah, boy, the ICM sure sounds good.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. It's funny, it looks like we're going down similar lines there with our setups. I purchased an EQ, one of the UR6QW EQs for the 781 to see if that would help it, and it still wasn't enough. I had to run the gain up, 90 up to 100%. And I didn't like doing that. So I looked into the little tube preamps, and I was going to go that route with a tube preamp and kind of amp it up a little bit. And, I just said, gosh, man, for that, yeah, they're not that bad, the little tube preamps, but I was like, I might as well just buy the ICM. And that's what they say to go with. I like the fact that it's got the PTT button on board on it, and also comes with a cord, so you could run a separate foot switch if you wanted to. So yeah, I just decided to go this way, and I'm still gonna hook it up to this EQ, but I haven't done it yet. I figured I'd wait till really good conditions on 75 and try it then. Over.
Well, you're sure doing good on 20 right now. You're peaking at 20 over S9, so you sound phenomenal. Yeah, I said I'm looking at either that or the W2IHY preamp. And so I can't remember if those can go into the back accessory jack of the radio or not. One of those can, if not both of them. That way you can skip the radio altogether and just run it straight into the back of the 7300 and bypass the EQ on the mic port. I can't remember which one does it. Maybe it's the W2IHY, but that's probably going to be the way that I go, just so I can drive this really properly, have it sound really, really good on the 7300. I'm at about an 85% mic gain right now, and I have my compression turned up to an 8, so it is running hot. There ain't no doubt about that. But all right, Max, there's a bunch of people in there, so I won't hold it too long, but boy, you sound good. And yeah, I said I'm aspiring to get to your setup there. I think that might be the end game for me in my neighborhood in terms of what I can get away with before the neighbors kill me. So 73 Max, you're sounding great up here in Minnesota, 20 over. KN4OTT, this is K0LWC.
All right, Matt, well, I appreciate it, and good luck there. That W2IHY stuff is awesome, and that would definitely be the way to go. So, yeah, I mean, you get it there. And the beauty with this X-Beam is, it doesn't have to be very high, so I just have it just barely peeking up over the house. And in the fall, you can't even really tell it's there without the leaves and stuff. But, all right, I won't keep it. Glad I made the contact. You're sounding great. And, good luck to you, and keep it up, man. We'll catch it down to the Hugs. Oh, my goodness. I'm a K0LWC, KN4OTT. I'll be clear. 7-3, my friend.
73 Max, QRZ.
Kilowatt Charlie, David X-Ray, Quebec, Yankee, Mexico.
Kilowatt 7, David X-Ray, X-Ray.
Yeah, this is Jeffrey in Idaho. You're about 10 over.
Oh, thanks so much for the 10 and over. You're 5 and 9 here in Minnesota. You sound fantastic here, just outside of Minneapolis, Jeff. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha, Tango Tango.
Roger, Matt. Just thought I'd reach out. You sounded great. And, yep, good luck and have fun today.
Thanks so much for Idaho. Always good to hear you guys in there. You're one of those states that everyone's always chasing. Take care. This is K0LWC QRZ.
Kilo Charlie, Whiskey 0, Charlie Oscar X-ray.
Whiskey 0, Charlie Oscar X-ray from K0LWC. Good afternoon, Jerry. Good to hear you again.
Okay, back to you, Matt. Good to talk to you again. As of last time, very good signal here. You're booming into New Mexico. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said you're also 5 and 9, 59 here in Minnesota, so you're sounding equally good down this way. How are things in New Mexico today? Hopefully nice and warm and toasty. That would be at least a nice thing to dream about for us here in Minnesota.
Yeah, Matt, we've got a little bit of a cold wind coming in, but it's not bad. Lots of sunshine, and not sure what the temperature is now, but the daughter and I were just out for a walk, and no jackets on. It was plenty warm, so not too bad.
Thanks for tuning in. Oh, well, I said it's definitely a winter jacket and winter boots kind of day. We were outside the yard messing around with the antenna yesterday, adjusting the placement of my my dipole. And so we were trudging through the backyard, and there was about 1.5 feet of snow. So I think my wife still has not forgiven me for that one. I made her come out and help me and pull one of the sides of the dipole. So it was a little bit chilly, to say the least. But you're sounding great, Jerry. Really, really good down there from Delta Mike 73. It's like you're sitting here right next to me. So Happy New Year. Thanks for coming in to say hello. And we'll catch you later down the log in the new year. W0COX from K0LWC.
Okay, Matt, good to talk to you again. And yeah, I did check out the YouTube feed though that we did last time, and pretty neat. Yep. Anyway, appreciate you doing that. And also, before you go, real quick, what's going on down in the digital portion of the band? There's tons of signals and lots of digital signals, if you know. But I'll let you go, and I'll clear with that. If you have a reply on it, go ahead. K0LWC, W0COX. I'll clear on your final.
Yeah, I said, I believe this weekend, I think it's an RTTY contest. I think it's this weekend. It's the ARRL RTTY, so I think that's what's going on. I'm not sure if you've ever done RTTY. I haven't, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the yearly, I think it's an annual ARRL RTTY contest.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Talk to you later, W0COX.
Take care, Jerry. Good to hear you from New Mexico. QRZ? I think it was ending Alpha Quebec.
Yeah, Roger. Kilo Mike 4, Kilo Alpha Quebec. How you doing out there?
Oh, not too bad, Eric. Good to hear you in there from Virginia. Kilo Mike 4, Kilo Alpha Quebec from K0LWC. You're probably about a 5 and 3, 53 into Minnesota. Over.
Yeah, Roger. It's kind of up and down from Virginia here. I've seen you up to 10 over, and I've seen you down to 5-3, so I'm probably up and down there. So I'll go ahead and wish you 73s and hand it on back to you there. This is KM4KC. Have a good one.
All right, I'll give you a 5 and 5, 55 officially there based on the last go around in the logbook. Thanks for the 5 and 9. I'll take that. And yeah, have a great one out there in Virginia, 73. And thanks for stopping in to say hello. KM4KAQ from K0LWC. I'll break there. And thanks for hopping in here on the YouTube live stream. You can go to my QRZ profile and find the link to my YouTube channel. And I am live streaming here from the Ham Shack. So you can actually listen to how you sound in my receiver. Again, just go to my QRZ profile and you'll find the link to my YouTube channel. This is Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie QRZ. Oh, it just stopped.
November India to Quebec.
November India to Quebec from K0LWC. Good afternoon, Kerry.
Good afternoon, Matt. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, you're a good 5 and 9, 59 here into the northwest suburbs of Minneapolis.
All right, very good. You're also a 5 and 9 over here into Quakertown, Pennsylvania. I'm about 45 miles north of Philadelphia and about 15 miles south of Allentown.
All right, very good. And I detect almost like a little feedback on your audio. What's your audio setup there?
Okay, I had my monitor on. I actually heard that also. That should have cleared up now, correct?
Yeah, it went away.
Yep, I just had the monitor on. It was on low, and for some reason on this band, the output on the monitor is a little higher. Normally I have headphones in, but oh well, thanks for picking that up for me.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever, Kerry. Well, just to give you a quick rundown here, I'm running 100 watts into a dipole at 50 feet from an ICOM 7300, so nothing special here.
All right, well, I'm actually running about 500 right now. Got an FT DX101MP feeding a Ameritron AL811H into a 6-band Hustler vertical, ground mounted. Go ahead.
Oh, nice. Nothing like a vertical when you're doing the DX work. That's one reason why I want to get a vertical here, just to get a little bit better takeoff angle for those distant stations, because oftentimes I still catch countries that are coming into the upper Midwest that I really can't pick up and receive, say, for example, on FT8, but other people can, just because, again, the takeoff angle isn't what it needs to be for some of that real long distance DX. So very good. Well, you sound fantastic. Thanks so much for stopping by and saying hello. Hopefully you're hearing what you sound like on YouTube, on the live stream, because you sound good. And have a happy new year. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you later down the log later this year. NI2Q from K0LWC. 73, Kerry, if you can still hear me. I'm not sure if you faded out there, but take care. Not sure what's going on now. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Kilo Uniform 4 Lima.
Kilo Uniform 4 Lima. Good copy, Brian. You're good signal up here in Minnesota. You're about 5 and 8.
Good to hear. You are 5'9" into just north of Atlanta, Georgia. The name here is Brian, Bravo Romeo India Alpha November, QSL.
QSL, yeah, I see we worked back in early December. Good to hear you on the bands again. How are things in Georgia?
Clemson would have beat Ohio State last night because I'm a huge Clemson fan. So other than that, things are good.
Well, I got to say, you remember, Brian, you're talking to the Midwest here, so I'm a Wisconsin Badger fan. So anytime the Big Ten can beat up on the SEC, I'm all about it.
Yeah, I grew up in South Carolina. Both my parents went to Clemson, so you know that's kind of a family tradition. I really thought they'd do better than what they did, but oh well, tis life.
I said any other day of the week I do not like. In fact, I hate Ohio State, but I sure am an Ohio State fan now, and hopefully they take down Alabama as well. But as usual, Alabama looks pretty unstoppable. So thanks for stopping by and saying hi, Brian. Great to hear you. You're sounding phenomenal up here, even with the QS Bravo we're having today down your way. So take care. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's see if I can go back and find your call sign. Getting like googly out here looking at my monitor. KU4L from K0LWC. Take care, Brian.
Take care, 73. KU4L clear.
This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Ending in kilo?
Yes, Norway 3, Quebec, Kilo. Very good afternoon. My name is Fred, Fox Roger Echo Delta, and I'm located about 40 miles south of Cape Canaveral on the east coast of Florida. Your signal report 5 and 9. Nice signal here this afternoon. Back to you. K0, London Whiskey Charlie, Norway 3, Quebec Kilo, over.
Norway 3, Quebec Kilo. Very good, Fred. Thanks so much for stopping by saying hello. You're 5 and 5, 55 into Minnesota. But thanks so much for the 5 and 9 down into Florida. Appreciate it. And yeah, it's a little bit snowy and cold. I'm sure a lot nicer for you down there, there on the Treasure Coast of Florida. I'd much rather be down that way this time of year. But then again, I don't think I would say the same thing in July. We're just running 100 watts here, Fred, into a dipole at 50 feet from an ICOM 7300, over.
Okay, well, I've got the same setup here. I'm running an ICOM IC7300 with a inverted V with the apex at 70 feet, 266 feet of wire stretched out between two trees. One element's going east-west, the other one's going north-south. So that's the story. And I was
was wondering, since you got a 7300, I was trying to figure out, I get a lot of people asking for audio reports, and I was trying to figure out a way to send them a direct copy of a recorded message that they would make, and I can't do it. I'm unable to record them and then send them back over the air. Do you know if that's a standard problem, or is that something that can't be done with the 7300? Over.
I don't think you can do that with the 7300. I believe you can do it with the 7610. Let me just double check here. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think you can do it directly from the radio. So how I do it is I will record it via my computer. I have the ICOM 7300 hooked to my desktop computer, and I'll record it and then play it back that way. But I don't think you can do it directly from the SD card, as far as I know.
Okay, that's what another guy told me too. He says that that's how he does it, and he didn't know if it could be done on a 7300 or not. I don't know. I can't do it. I've tried everything. Banged my head against the wall trying to do it. I can't do it. That would have been so neat if ICOM would have done that. I don't know why they did. Yeah, we're actually on the Space Coast. The Treasure Coast a little bit further down the road, about, I guess it starts about 10 more miles down the road, so it's very close to it. And Vero Beach is part of Treasure Coast. I'm in Palm Bay. Palm Bay, right along the East Coast, about 40 miles south of Cape Canaveral. That's doing quite well. What's the handle there? I didn't get it.
Yeah, the name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango.
Okay, Matt, got it. Boy, you got a nice signal down here today. Really doing a bang-up job. And 20-meter conditions seem to be pretty good. I was down on 40 a little while ago, and it's going good too. I went down 18, everything was out of sight down there, so don't think as much further up the band. And there may be some spotty stuff coming in, but it's not real good. Anyway, I won't hold you, Matt. Nice talking to you. I wanted to give you the signal report. Wanted to say hello. Season's greetings your way, and stay safe. So with that, I'll tie the ribbons now. Matt, take care. K0LWC, Norway 3, Quebec Kilo.
Norway 3, Quebec Kilo from Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie. Very good, Fred. Yeah, I said that's on, I think, the visit list at some point for the wife and I here, is to get down there to the Space Coast and check out all the awesome stuff there at the Kennedy Center. We've never been down that way. And I've been to Orlando when I was a kid, of course, as many kids have. But want to spend some more time on things that I wouldn't have necessarily appreciated as a young child outside of, Snoopy. So take care, 73. Great to hear you. Great signal from Florida. You're peaking about a 5 and 7, 5 and 8. So that's what I put you down here in the logbook as there. Sounding good from Echo Lima 97. N3QK from K0LWC. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care, Matt. Have a great one. Stay safe. K0LWC Charlie. Wait, 3, Quebec Kilo. Clear. Bye-bye.
You're still keeping the frequency in where it should be. K0LWC.
This is Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Kilo Mike 4, Victor Bravo Alpha.
Roger, roger. You got Tim down here in North Carolina, a little town called Concord, about 20 miles north of Charlotte, over.
QSL. What was the call sign there again? Try it one more time.
Kilo Mike 4, Victor Bravo Alpha.
Yeah, there we go. Got it that time. Kilo Mike 4, Victor Bravo Alpha. All right, very good, Tim. You got Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango up here in Minnesota. You sound good. Also running an ICOM 7300, 100 watts into a wire at 50 feet. Over.
Roger that. I'm running an ICOM 7300 on a 40-meter delta loop. Not running any power with it or anything. Just watching your meters when you're speaking. Are those, is that a peak watt meter? Because I never see my meter go over 40 or 50 watts, even though I've got it set to 100%.
Oh, so you're talking about on the software side of it, on the stream there?
Yeah, roger that.
Yeah, I said that's not accurate. Basically, you'll see it jump sometimes just above 100. Basically, when you're seeing it jumping into the red, that just means that I'm peaking at 100%. So when you take a look at the actual radio itself, which you don't really see, here in front of me. You know, when I'm speaking, the PEPs, you know, are peaking out. I'm pretty much banging up against 100% the entire time.
Yep, roger that. I thought maybe you had a peak meter there. They say that these RMS meters, you know, never going to show 100%. So I was just curious when I saw yours, Matt, you were running an amp, or what you were doing different than I was doing to make it actually do 100 watts.
Yeah, I said, you know, it's the stuff you see on the YouTube live stream is not really accurate. The power meter is not really that accurate. It's kind of for show more than anything. The S meter is fairly accurate with what you see there. It's pretty true to what the radio sees. But yeah, I'm just running 100 watts here. And so, you know, when I'm taking a look at the 7300, when I look at the outboard watt meter, yeah, I mean, I'm pushing 95 to 100 watts there on the swing. But I have pretty strong audio settings on here, a lot of mic gain, a lot of compression. So the compression especially is really driving that that audio on the peaks to bang up there near 100 watts.
Yep, roger that. I'm at about 5 right now, and I got my gain up to about 80%. So I'm just on the hand mic that comes with the radio. And I got you a solid 5.9 here in North Carolina today, by the way.
Oh, thanks so much for the 5 and 9. I appreciate it. I'm going to give you a 5 and 8, 58. So I'll say 73. Thanks for the call. Enjoyed that radio. I said I love my 7300. So you'll have a lot of fun with it. I don't know how long you've had it. I just saw that it was a newest edition on the QRZ. But yeah, it's a great little radio. If it's new for you, you'll definitely enjoy it. So 73, Tim, take care. KM4VBA from K0LWC.
Roger, Matt. Thank you. Thanks for coming back to me. 73.
73. Yes, Ben, it is a PR 781. Okay, someone's tuning up there. I'm going to move up a little bit. CQ20, calling CQ, CQ20, CQ20 from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, calling CQ, CQ20, CQ20 from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. I'm going to QSY, hold on. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? K0LWC. Clear there. Yeah, Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie calling CQ, CQ20, CQ20 meters from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Yeah, the Oscar Tango Golf. Yeah, the Oscar Tango. The Oscar Tango. Again. All right, this is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ all stations.
November 5, Charlie uniform.
All right, let's go with the Kilo Juliet 7 first. The KJ7. KJ7 again. Is that Kilo Juliet 7 Lima Quebec Whiskey?
Roger.
All right, Trevor, you are probably about a 5 and 5, 55 in Minnesota today.
Roger. I got you about a 5.5 here into northern Utah. Over.
Thanks so much for the 5.5 in northern Utah. We're just running 100 watts into a dipole at 50 feet here. Over.
Roger. I'm running the ICOM 7300 at 100 watts out of ground mounted vertical. Over.
I'd say your ground mounted vertical is doing good. You got some radials on that thing?
Roger. I got about 1,000 feet of wire total.
Well, that explains why you're doing so good. A lot of people, forget that step, but it sounds like you did not. So, very well, Trevor. It sounds great here in Minnesota. Really, really good. And Happy New Year. We'll catch you down the log. KJ7LQW, 73 from K0LWC.
73.
QRZ?
November 5, Charlie Uniform.
November 5, Charlie Uniform. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon, Matt, and thanks a lot for the 40-meter contact. Caught you a day or two there on 40, so good to hear you on 20. And sounding good here in San Antonio, Texas. Anyway, back to you, N5CU.
Yeah, you're sounding good up this way. You're a 5 and 6, 56 today into Minnesota here on 20.
Roger, roger on the 5-6. Yeah, you're about 5-7, 5-8, just peaking up there, up and down. So band seems to be a little bit better today. So hopefully we'll get you on another band sometime. 73 for now, and thanks for letting me get back to you there. 73, K0LWC from N5CU.
All right, thanks so much, David. Great to pick you up on another band, and Happy New Year. N5CU from K0LWC. Take care. Bye-bye.
73 is N5CU.
Just for fun and a Todd here. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Josh. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Thanks for copping in there, Dave. Good to see you again today. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. There's somebody in there, but they're like way down in the noise. Calling CQ20, CQ20, calling CQ. Calling CQ 20 meters, calling CQ, CQ, CQ20, CQ20, CQ 20 meters for the YouTube live stream. And you can find the live stream here from the K0LWC Shack by going to my QRZ page. And you can find the link on my QRZ profile to my YouTube channel, and you'll easily find the live stream here from the Shack. Again, K0LWC QRZ. CQ20, calling CQ, calling CQ20, calling CQ, CQ, CQ 20 meters for the, what is today? Saturday afternoon YouTube live stream from the K0LWC Ham Shack. Again, you can find the link to the YouTube live stream on my QRZ profile. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. It's nothing a notch filter can't take care of, Kelvin. CQ20, CQ20, calling CQ, calling CQ20, calling CQ, CQ, CQ 20 meters, calling CQ, calling CQ20 from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. I hear people, but they're way down the noise. CQ20, CQ20, calling CQ, CQ, calling CQ 20 meters, calling CQ, CQ, CQ 20, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, calling CQ, CQ, CQ 20 for the Saturday afternoon YouTube live stream on the K0LWC YouTube channel. Just go to my QRZ profile, you'll find the link and find the live stream. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Kilo Delta 4, November Golf Charlie. Good afternoon down in Georgia.
Yes, sir. I couldn't believe it. There wasn't anybody but me calling you. I figured you had a crowd jumping there, so I waited a minute or two. But anyway, good afternoon, and I hope y'all are doing well up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming back to the CQ call. Appreciate it. Yeah, I said I had a pile up a little while ago, and now things have shifted around. But as the propagation goes, you know, you got to do what you can do when it's in there. But yeah, we're just enjoying a little bit of time on the radio here. My son's taking a nap right now, so thought I'd get in some radio time and get some things done around the shack. How are things in Georgia today?
We had a bunch of massive tornado warnings and heavy rain and all that stuff last night, and those power for a couple hours. And anyway, we had a nice news from my oldest son today. They just left a little while ago, and I've been in here chasing fox one more.
Oh man, I'll tell you, I have to ask you, since the last Georgia station came in here, I don't know if you watched the game last night, but us folks here in the Midwest sure were happy with that Clemson game.
Oh, you faded out on me, but no, I didn't watch any TV or catch any game.
Oh boy, yeah, I said we were watching bits and pieces of the Clemson game yesterday down in, we were just hanging around the house. You know, we were down in the basement and we were watching a little bit of the game there. So, all right, well, thanks for hopping in there and saying hi, James. Appreciate it. Glad to get you in the book again. I know we just talked a couple days ago, but thanks so much. So 73, James, appreciate the contact. Happy New Year, and we'll look for you down the log. KD4NGC from K0LWC. And by the way, when you're on your way out, James, what's my report down into Georgia? And I'll end it there with you, 73.
Oh, you're 5 and 9, easily just about the loudest station I heard today. But anyway, happy New Year to you, and we will catch you later.
Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day down there in Georgia. K0LWC, QRZ.
Kilo Golf 4, Charlie November Alpha.
The Kilo Golf 4? Kilo Golf 4?
Good evening. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie November Alpha in Alabama.
All right, Kilo Golf 4, Charlie November Alpha. Very good, Jimmy. Yeah, you're sounding good up here in Minnesota. I'll give you a report on the next go-around. The name here is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, located about 20 miles northwest of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. QSL?
QSL, Matt. Pleasure to speak with you today. Heard you talking as I was scanning through. Thought I'd try to give you a shout and make sure this thing was working like it's supposed to. You got about a 5.7 here in southern Alabama. I'm in Opp, Alabama. That's Oscar Papa, small town. And it's about 25 miles north of the Alabama-Florida line and about 60 to 70 miles north of the Gulf Coast beaches of Fort Walton. Go ahead.
Okay, QSL. Well, yeah, I think it's working. You're a solid 5 and 5, 55 Q5 audio here into Minnesota today. I think everything's working great for you. We're just running 100 watts here into a dipole at 50 feet from a 7300 ICOM on this end. What's the deal down your way?
Well, the deal down here is a Yaesu FT991A with a off-center fed dipole at 25 feet and 100 watts.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's doing a really good job for you at 25 feet there. At that height, I'd say you're doing a fantastic job. If it was a little bit higher, I bet you'd be probably 5'7", no problem, up this way. But no, I think it's doing a great job for you. So with that, I'll turn it over to you for your quick final there. Thanks so much for giving me a call. We got you in the logbook. I said Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay healthy. And we'll catch you down the logbook later on this year, Jimmy. Thanks for giving me a call and for coming back to the CQ call. Appreciate it. KG4CNA from K0LWC.
Trees removed a few months ago, and now I had to bring it down some into a different tree. So maybe one day I'll get a tower up in the air like I've got it laid on the ground. It's just not, I hadn't planted it yet. So hope to do that soon. Stay safe in your location there, and enjoy the QSL.
All right, 73, Jimmy. Thanks again, and go Buckeyes. KG4CNA, K0LWC. QRZ.
Mike Oscar Alpha.
Nancy 4 Yankee.
Ending in Mike Oscar Alpha.
Roger, this is Kilo Alpha 7, Mike Oscar Alpha.
All right, Brian, very good. You're 5'8", 5'9" into Minnesota. The name here is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, just outside of Minneapolis.
Roger. You are plus 20 into northern Utah, into a little town called Perry.
Oh, thanks so much for the plus 20 into Utah. I said you're not the first station that I worked up that way, but boy, yeah, you're sounding good this way. And where is Perry in relation to Salt Lake City?
It's 50 miles to the north, and I believe that was my son you talked to. He gave me a call on the phone. K0LWC was his call.
Oh yeah. I said I just talked to him, right?
Roger.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I said anytime I get to talk to a Utah station, that's always fun for me. I used to live in Colorado and spent a good bit of time out there in Utah. It's a beautiful state.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So can I get your name one more time? Sorry, Matt. I think it was Matt.
Yep, you got it right there. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango.
Roger. Yeah, you're coming in, just banging in here. So I'm operating a old Yaesu Mark V with the ground-mounted vertical and some ground radios too. Not quite as fancy as my son's, but anyway, it's doing a pretty good job today.
Yeah, I would say you're peaking 5 and 9, 59. Not sure if you're watching on YouTube, but boy, yeah, your signals come up here at the band. You sound awesome.
Well, thank you. No, I'm not watching YouTube right now, but I will. I'll check it out. I better let you go so you can make some more contacts. But thanks again, Matt. This is Kilo Alpha 7, Mike Oscar Alpha. Clear on your final.
All right, thanks so much, Brian. Yeah, you sound fantastic up here in Minnesota, so thanks for hopping on and saying hello. And we'll catch you down the log. Happy New Year. KA7MOA from K0LWC, QRZ.
Whiskey 5, India, Papa Alpha, Kids Day.
All right, Whiskey 5, India, Papa Alpha, Kids Day. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Riley.
Hello, Riley. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha, Tango Tango, and I'm in Minnesota. Where are you located?
Massachusetts.
Okay, Massachusetts, way out there on the eastern coast by the ocean. Very good. Well, yeah, we're near Minneapolis, Minnesota, about 20 miles away from downtown Minneapolis. And you're just getting on the air for Kids Day. Sounds like a fun way to spend an afternoon.
QSL, you're 5'9".
Thank you so much for the 5 and 9. You're 5 and 7. 5 and 7. QSL.
7-3. Thank you for the contact.
All right, 73. Riley, have fun on the radio today. This is K0LWC QRZ. Ending in Foxtrot. You're pretty light, but try it again.
Okay, the call is Kilo Delta 4, Quebec, India, Foxtrot.
All right, Kilo Delta 4, Quebec, India, Fox. You're 5 and 4, 54 into Minnesota. Oh, you kind of faded. QSL on the 5-7 in Alabama. Not going to hold it in case I lose you with the QSB, but 73, have a good one. Thanks for spotting me, Kelvin. I don't have my cluster turned on, that's why I'm not seeing anything. This is Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. The Yankee Romeo Alpha.
Thank you. Kilo Alpha 2, Kilo Alpha 2, Yankee Romeo Alpha, Yankee Romeo Alpha. Beautiful signal, 5-9 into New Jersey.
Thanks for the 5-9 into New Jersey. Stephen, you're 5 and 5, 55 here into Minnesota. And this will be our second contact on 20N. I see we got an FT8 on 40, so glad to get you in the logbook again.
It's my pleasure. Thanks again. Actually, I'm at Liberty State Park looking at the Statue of Liberty here in New York Harbor on a beautiful day doing Parks on the Air. Good working you again, my friend. Thank you. 73.
73, you came up a little bit. I'll give you a 5 and 6. Have fun out there and stay warm. That's all I can say. KA2YRA from K0LWC.
73, my friend. Thanks again.
QRZ. Again.
Kilo Golf 5, Oscar Sierra X-ray.
Kilo Golf 5, Oscar Sierra X-ray. You're 5 and 4, 54, Minnesota.
I appreciate the 5-4 Minnesota. You're a 5-5 in South Louisiana.
Thank you for the 5-5 in Louisiana. 73.
73, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. QRZ.
Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Golf.
Whiskey 8, Hotel
Kilo Charlie 2, Oscar Kilo Golf, you're 5-5, 55 Minnesota. Thanks so much for the 5 and 8 into New York. 73 and Happy New Year. This is Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. There was a Kilo 4, Charlie Bravo. Was it just Charlie Bravo, or is there anything else after that? All right, so I see Kilo 4, Charlie Bravo, K4, Charlie Bravo, QSL, QSL? Okay, QSL, QSL, Kilo 4, Charlie Bravo Whiskey. I can't even talk. All right, got it that time. This is Kilo 0, Lima Whiskey Charlie, and my name is Matt, Mike Alpha, Tango Tango, in the state of Minnesota. QSL? Oh, come back there one more time. You faded a little bit. You might have had a little bit of a microphone issue there. But can I get your name and what is my signal into your QTH? Over. Was that a 5 and 9? 5 and 9? All right, QSL, you are a 5 and 5, 55 in the state of Minnesota. QSL? All right, QSL, have fun on the radio today. This is K0LWC, QRZ.
November 2, Kilowatt Echo Delta. Radio.
November 2, Kilowatt Echo Delta, go.
Yeah, Roger there, my friend. Matt, you're sounding great in New York. I'm about 100 miles north of New York City. Beautiful 5-9 signal and up in the red.
Yeah, same for you. Beautiful signal here into Minnesota, David. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango. I'm just northwest of Minneapolis, about 20 miles. Nothing special. We're just running a wire with about 100 watts going into it from an ICOM 7300, over.
Yeah, Roger. Great radio, running the same rig myself and using a Carolina Wyndham. But, yeah, wire antennas do the job. It's all about the prop and getting that antenna up high.
Absolutely, yep. I said the higher the better. In fact, I got another wire attached to my my coaxial switch right now at about 10 feet. And let me tell you, 10 feet versus 50 feet, boy, what a difference when you flip that switch. Thanks so much, David. Again, booming signal from New York here into Minnesota. So 73, thanks for the call. Happy New Year, and we'll catch you down the log. N2 KED from K0LWC, 73 from the land of 10,000 lakes.
Roger there, Matt. Yeah, I think we doubled there a bit, but that's okay. Right, Happy New Year to you and have fun. N2 KED 73.
73 QRZ. Ending in radio.
Yeah, Matt. Kilo 4 Delta Tango Radio, K4DTR. I'm located in Spring Hill, Florida. Name is Wally. Whiskey Alpha Lima Lima Yankee. You're 5-9 down here. A little QSB propagation must be changes, but otherwise beautiful signal. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Wally. You're also a 5 and 9, 59 in the state of Minnesota, about 20 miles northwest of Minneapolis. Yep, name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango. And boy, I sure wish I was in Florida right now when I look outside my window.
Yeah, I copy that. Yeah, we're 84. It finally warmed up high. It was quite cool 4 or 5 days ago. We got another cold front coming. But anyway, just wanted to say hello quickly. Rig here, FTDX 3000, running barefoot, about 90 watts. Antenna is a TH3, about 55 feet. So just enjoying the afternoon of radio. And like I say, there's no football, so what am I going to do? K4DTR.
Yeah, I said, well, a day on the radio is not a bad day, and yeah, it sounds like you're doing all the good lifting there on your side with that great antenna. So thanks so much, Wally. You're sounding great here in Minnesota. Enjoy that nice weather down there. This is your nice time of year. I don't know if I'd want to be in your shoes come July, so enjoy it while you got it. You're sounding great from Echo Lima 88. K4DTR, K0LWC 73.
Yeah, 73, Matt. Have a good afternoon.
This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie live on YouTube. You can find the link to the YouTube live stream on my QRZ page. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
Whiskey 8 Hotel Juliet Mike.
Whiskey 8 Hotel Juliet Mike. Good afternoon, Daryl.
Yeah, good afternoon, Matt. We're located near Austin, Texas, and Georgetown, Texas. Over.
Oh, QSL, very good. Yeah, you're, I think, the second or third station I've seen out of that part of Texas. Yeah, you're about a 5.7, 5.8 here in Minnesota this afternoon.
Yeah, you're running 5.8 here as well. Just using a vertical antenna, Hustler antenna with an old transceiver, TS-120S, about 100 watts.
Oh, it's doing a fantastic job for you because you sound great up here in Minnesota. Thanks so much for stopping by and saying hi, Daryl. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you down the log. W8HJM from K0LWC. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 73's. Happy New Year.
QRZ. Kilo 1, Delta November Golf. You're 5-4, Minnesota.
Kilo Golf 7, Lima Radio.
Kilo 1, Delta November Golf. You're 5-4.
Roger that. You are 5-7 into South China, Maine.
QSL, thanks so much for the 5 and 7 there, Bill. You're sounding good in Minnesota, all things considered. So I appreciate it there to South China, Maine. That's a new one on me. K1DNG, K0LWC 73. QRZ.
I'll throw another one at you. November 1Z, November Echo, transmitting from Millinocket, Maine, Baxter State Forest.
Yeah, the State Forest station, I think it's November 1. Go ahead.
November 1 Zulu, November Echo, November 1Z, November Echo. You got operator Frank here, Foxtrot Romeo Alpha, November Kilo, and we're on the Baxter State Forest, Millinocket town line in Maine right at the moment.
Was that a POTA activation, or are you just out there for fun?
I'm out here for fun. This is the snow cabin. I come up here to go snowmobiling. There's usually about 2 feet on the ground, but there hasn't been. We woke up this morning to a fresh 9 inches and more to come on Monday and Tuesday. But no, I have 2 stations, one up here and one in Connecticut.
Okay, very good. And what's the nearest city to where you're at there?
Millinocket. One of the biggest little cities, Millinocket.
Oh man, I'm not going to be able to spell that. I'll have to look it up.
Look up Medway, Maine. I'm a little bit west of that. There's Medway, East Millinocket, then Mount Katahdin, which is Baxter State Forest. I'm on the East Gate.
And do you happen to know by chance what county you're in?
Yeah, Penobscot County, but we're at the northern utmost part of Penobscot County. You can fit Connecticut in Penobscot County about 4 times.
Boy, you guys got all the tough ones out there, although I think people feel the same way about some of our names out here in the Midwest. We have a lot of Native American type towns and counties and cities and all that. Very good. I just try to keep the log as accurate as possible, so thank you so much for that. But no, you're sounding good. You're probably a good 5 and 8 here into Minnesota. How am I doing out that way?
I have you about the same, and I just yesterday threw up on my antenna's end-fed zip antenna. I shot it into the tree, so I have it screwed to the antenna tower about 16 feet up, and I have it straight up about 120, 130 feet in the air into a tree, and it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say you're doing fantastic because you sound great here in Minnesota, so don't change a thing, Frank. I think it's working well for you. 73, thanks for coming by, stopping and saying hello. November 1, Z November Echo from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. Happy New Year.
You too, my friend. You too. Happy New Year. Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Zima. Got that. Or Zulu. Got that. All right, there, my friend. Hopefully we can cross antennas again. Or hopefully there'll be snow on the ground that I can play in. Or maybe I'll even catch you at home. 73 is November 1Z November Echo.
73, this is Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. QRZ.
NN4Y, November 4 Yankee.
November 4 Yankee from K0LWC. Big signal, Terry, 5'9".
Yeah, you're 5'9 plus in Mobile, Alabama. Just had to ask what kind of microphones you got. Is it stock with that 7300?
No, I'm running the Heil PR781, and I'm driving it right off the radio. The radio is not really sufficient to drive this properly, but it does work. I just got to have the mic gain cranked up and the compression turned up to get a proper audio signal out of it. But no, it's the PR781.
Okay, I've been sitting here for a while listening to your contacts, and your audio is probably the outstanding part of your signal, even though you do bounce up to 20 over at times.
Yeah, I said that's the beautiful thing, you know, when you get the audio dialed up just right, or at least, you know, run it nice and strong, even if your signal's not the best, it sure does help pulling you out of the noise, even if the actual signal itself is a little bit on the lower side, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, the proof is in the pudding. You know, you can fade down, and that audio is just absolutely beautiful. All right, I'll let you go. Lots of people looking for you. NM4Y.
All right, thanks so much for hanging out in there, and yeah, you sound great up here, Terry. Some pretty nasty QSB, but yeah, you're sounding good here in Minnesota. So 73, Happy New Year, and we'll catch you down the log. NN4Y from Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie. Go Buckeyes. QRZ. Ooh, they're all pretty light. Again. I hear a 4 station, but you're pretty light. Try it one more time. You're just a little bit too light. You're probably about S2, S3 here in Minnesota. So you're right at my noise floor. So you're a little bit light. I'm going to try to QSY here and come back in a bit. But maybe it'll be a little bit better by then. This is Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie. I'll be QRT off this frequency and QSY to 40 meters. Yeah, the FT847 is a good little radio. It's an older radio, but that's a good little rig. I've had some friends that have had it. I've never had one, but a lot of them have liked it. Let's try 40 and see how 40 is. 40 is going to be real short, so if you're near me in the Midwest here, this is your chance. 40 was doing all right earlier. We'll see.
73 Chow, QRZ, Whiskey 2, Papa.
Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie. The Battle of Princeton Special Event Station.
Thanks for checking in. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Papa. Kilo Echo 0, Kilo 9, Kilo Quebec Alpha.
Got a special event station here, guys. I'll show you what the special event station looks like here.
Pretty good. You're about 5'7", 5'8". So it's doing pretty well. Thanks for checking in. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Papa.
Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie. Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Whiskey 4, X-ray Yankee Tango. Thanks. You're 5'9" near Trenton. Thank you. Good. Checking in. QRZ, W2P.
Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Yankee, November Echo.
Kilo Echo 8 station.
Oh, it's going to be a toughie here. Yeah, what's MC?
Bravo Foxtrot. Thanks. You're 5'9" near Trenton.
Yes, sir. You're 5'9" into Michigan.
Michigan, QRZ, W2P.
Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Yankee, November Echo.
Okay, there's a Whiskey Alpha 5.
Hey, Whiskey Alpha 5, Yankee, November Echo. You're 5'9", 5'9" to Oklahoma, over.
Yeah, YNE, you're 5'9" near Trenton, okay?
5'9", Roger.
73, thanks. QRZ.
73, good on you, bye-bye.
Kilo Zero, Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Kilo Golf 8.
That's going to be tough. Yes, I do Morse code, and that's typically abbreviated as CW for continuous wave. But yes, I do CW. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. I really want this QSL card, guys. I'm going to try to nab this guy. We're on 7196.
Great, you're 5-9 plus, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. So the key here is there's tons of guys calling, so you want to wait and pause and call toward the end. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. A lot of times busting pileups just comes down to timing. It's not just about, you know, screaming into your microphone. It's about timing it just right. This guy's near Trenton, New Jersey. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. I'm going to change my audio up here a little bit. Take some of the bass out. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Kilo Echo Zero Juliet Yankee uniform. Got it, Mike Zero X-ray uniform.
How cool is that?
Thanks for checking in across the pond. You're 5-9 near Trenton, New Jersey. Okay, check us out on QRZ.com under W2P for all QSL and certificate information, okay? Stay safe to you too. Thank you for checking in. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Papa.
Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Something ending in Tango?
Ah, come on. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta get this guy.
Okay, Delta
I would like that have that QSL card in my collection.
Thanks for checking in. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Papa.
Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Echo Zero Juliet Yankee uniform. Okay, Kilo Echo Zero Juliet Yankee uniform.
He took the guy.
Copy that. 5-9 Kansas. Thanks for Kansas. QRZ W2P. Charlie November Alpha. Charlie. Charlie November Alpha. You are 5-9 in Alabama. Kilo 4 Charlie November Alpha. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie November Alpha. Okay, there you go. Yankee for CNN. You're 5-9 near Trenton. Very good, sir. 5-9 in Alabama. Good afternoon and 73. Thanks for Alabama. QRZ W2P.
Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Ah.
5-9 North Carolina near Charlotte. Thanks for near Charlotte. QRZ W2P.
Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Lima Whiskey Charlie.
5-9 near Trenton.
I'm just not having a good luck here. It's killing me. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Lima Whiskey Charlie. Oh, come on. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie.
5-9 Indianapolis, QSO. Thanks for Indianapolis, QRZ, Whiskey 2 Papa.
Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie. Kilowatt Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Kilo 0, what's that, Mike? Was there a Kilo Delta 8?
Ah.
Lima Tango X-ray. Romeo Tango X-ray. Kilo Delta 9, Lima Tango X-ray. Okay, is that Kilo Delta 8, Lima Tango X-ray? 9, Kilo Delta 9, Lima Tango X-ray, over. Is that KD8, Lima Tango X-ray? 9, Kilo Delta 9, Lima Tango X-ray. Oh, it's Kilo Delta 9, Lima Tango X-ray? Thank you, 59 near Trenton, QRZ, Whiskey 2 Papa.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Mike, Hotel, Juliet. The Charlie Yankee.
Oh, come on. We're going to do one more. One more, and then I'll set up and see if anybody out there in the chat wants to make contact here on Bordy. I'll give them one more shot.
Oh, there you go. Echo Alpha 5, Charlie Yankee. Thanks. You're 59 near Trenton, New Jersey. Go ahead. Thanks for checking in. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Papa. Kilo Echo.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
You're 59 near Trenton.
It's not hearing me.
Yeah, you're 20 over. Thanks for checking in. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Papa. Kilo Echo.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Kilo Delta 8, Kilo Zulu Charlie. Kilo Delta 8.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Kilo Delta 8 station. Roger.
Oh, come on.
Delta 8, Kilo Zulu Charlie.
Come
Roger.
on, man. Killing me.
Roger, I've got you 10 plus here in West Michigan. Sounding good. Thanks for Michigan. Kilo Echo 0, Mike. Host.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Stuff in Italy?
Ah.
QRZ, Whiskey 2 Papa. Whiskey Bravo.
Wait, go. Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Radio Whiskey Lima 59.
He's just not hearing me.
Kilo Echo 0.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Kilo Delta 8, Zulu Victor Oscar, 59 near Trenton.
Killing me, killing me, killing me.
Thanks for Michigan, QRZ, WCT.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Juliet.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Nah, no dice, no dice. It's killing me out there. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? K0LWC. Let me just tune up again real quick here, just in case. Is this frequency in use? Thought I heard somebody.
Kilo number 4, Lima, 5 and 5, Roger.
This might be DX here, guys, that I just stumbled on.
Thank you very much. Many DX, 73, Happy New Year.
This might be some DX.
Florida 4, Germany into Germany, calling DX. North America on DX, QRZ.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Station kilowatt.
Kilowatt 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie.
Florida 4, Germany into Germany, be North America, Foxtrot 4, Golf, QRZ.
Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey 4, Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey, Charlie. Well, this is some DX here. Jeff was wanting DX. You got DX, Jeff.
Lima Sugar. Whiskey 8 Lima Sugar.
Okay, Whiskey 8 Lima Juliet. Okay. A big Victor Baker, 5 and 5. 5 to 5.
He sounds French.
The call is Whiskey 8 Lima Sierra. Whiskey 8 Lima Sierra. You're also 5-5. Over.
Yeah, it's okay. Whiskey 8 Lima Sugar. Okay, Larry, no problem. 5-5 QSB Echo. My name is Sam. Sugar America Mike. Sam, my name. I situate to the north of France, 200 kilometers south of Paris. Larry, Roger.
Yeah, he's in France.
Good to hear you. Happy New Year. Catch up with you later. W8LS.
Thank you very much for the contact. Many on Happy New Year.
Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Lima Whiskey Charlie is a prefix.
Yeah, Kilo 0. Kilo 0. Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie.
Yes, okay. Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. Hello. You are 5 and 5 QSB Echo. 55 QSB Echo in north of France. My name is Sam. Sugar America Mike. Roger.
QSL, you're 5558, 5558 in the north central part of the United States. My name is Matt, Mike Alpha, Tango Tango, QSL.
Roger, Roger, Matt. Thank you very much for the contact. Mini DX 73 on Happy New Year.
Very good, DX. Happy New Year, and I'll just get your call on the way out. I need your call again. Over.
73, bye-bye. As a second X-ray. Roger.
Well, there you go, Jeff. There's a contact to France on 40 meters.
Roger, Roger. Norway 2, Mike X-ray, Factor G1G. 555 and 6, 55586. My name is Sam. Sugar America Mike. Mike repair to the north of France. Roger. Yeah, it's okay, Dave. Happy New Year, 73. Florida 4, Germany, Yankee, Germany. Foxtrot 4, Golf, Yankee, Golf, calling DX, over.
There you go. It's Florida 4, Golf, Yankee, Golf. That's his call sign, Sam. When you take a look at his antenna, now you understand why he's coming in on 40 meters. His antenna is just ridiculous. I was wondering how he was coming in so strong this time of day.
Thank you very much. You are 5 and 7, 5, 6, 5 and 7 meters QSB Echo. Thank you for the contact, Steve. Mini DX 73 on Happy New Year.
What's going on, Danny?
QRZ, Florida 4, Germany, Yankee, Germany. Foxtrot 4, Golf, Yankee, Golf.
59 Tango Papa Juliet. 59 Tango Papa Juliet.
Here, so I'll bring up his, here is Sam in France. Take a look at his antennas. All right, see you, Kelvin. Thanks so much for hanging out. Yeah, that's pretty intense there. That's a lot of wire.
Thank you for the contact. Mini DX 73 on Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Kilowatt 3, Golf, Tango, Sugar, correct?
Well, there we go. I'm glad we were able to get Jeff some DX.
Happy New Year for you and your family. Bye-bye.
59 Tango Papa Juliet.
Here's his station.
Tango Papa Juliet.
So there's Sam out of France, and I just stumbled upon him. Yeah, I put the call sign in my logbook. He's in there. Let's check this one. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? K0LWC. Is this frequency in use? K0LWC. All right, CQ40, CQ40, calling CQ. Calling CQ40, CQ40, calling CQ, CQ, CQ40. From Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Did you get in on that, David? Were you able to get a contact with Sam? CQ40, CQ40, calling CQ. Calling CQ40, CQ40, calling CQ, CQ. CQ40, CQ40, from Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ.
This is Kilo Echo 0, Zulu, Uniform, Whiskey, responding to Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie. This is John in Kansas. How are you, man? I'm on the YouTube with you.
Oh, very good, John. Yeah, you're about a 5 and 5, 55, so you're close to my noise floor, but I got a copy on you. You sound pretty good up here in Minnesota. How are things in Kansas? Very good. At 100 watts and that height, you're doing pretty good up here to Minnesota, I have to say. So, yeah, I said things are good up here in Minnesota. Things are nice and sunny. Can't complain. And, yeah, I won't hold it with you too long, but thanks for being there on YouTube, hanging out here on the live stream today. I appreciate it. And we got you down in the logbook officially. Again, you're a 5 and 5, 55, and thank you so much for the 5 and 6. So 73 down there in Kansas, and we'll catch you down the log later on here in the new year, John. Take care. K0ZUW from K0LWC.
Anyway, that's how I learned about you, so I'm glad to be with you. 73, and Happy New Year up there to the Cold North. This is K0ZUW clear.
All right, 73, John, thanks so much. And again, appreciate you watching there on YouTube, and hopefully you're subscribed. And if you are, thank you so much for that as well. Kilo 0, Lima, Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. Oh. Yeah, the headphones are key. Boy, when I take my headphones off after having that noise canceling, it sounds like this room is echoing like 100 million times over. It must be just how my ears get freaked out with the noise cancellation and then the static from the radio. But yes, that was a pretty good day. We've been going for a little over 2 hours now, so I should probably wrap it up, go upstairs. Jeff, hopefully you got to see that. I'm glad, David, you were able to nab France there. Sam, he's got a big antenna, so that always helps, right? If the other station's got a monster antenna set up, you can make some pretty cool contacts on pretty meager conditions, you know? But I want to showcase one thing to you guys before we run. So thanks for hanging out today. I actually have this wire here. This coax is not normally here. I was messing around, and I put up a 66-foot end-fed wire. It's called a Chameleon. Chameleon is a popular antenna. It's up literally at 10 feet horizontal across my backyard. Now, some of you guys out there, if you are into HF now and you got a pretty modest antenna, or maybe you're not into HF yet but you're studying for it, let me just show you the difference the height of your antenna makes, because, and I'll probably go to 20 for this, it'll probably illustrate it a little bit better. So let me just retune up here on 20 meters real quick. Height is very, very important. You know, people ask all the time when they're new hams, you know, how high should my antenna be? The answer is always the same. The answer is higher. Whether you're talking VHF and UHF, because line of sight is so important. Even in HF, there really is, it's hard for a residential ham to have a wire antenna that is too high. It's really not a thing. So as high as you can get your antenna up in the air and free from obstruction, the better you're going to be. So let me just illustrate that. So I have what's known as a coaxial switch. So behind my radio right now, I can just flip a switch and I can go from one antenna to the next. And I just want to show you the difference between a 50 to 60 foot high antenna, which is what I run normally here in the stream, versus an antenna that I just threw up with literally in 10 minutes across my backyard from my deck at 10 feet to a tree in my backyard. I wish I had a picture to show you, I don't. But so again, this is the difference between my 10 foot high wire and a 60 foot roughly high wire. So let me just do a little tune here, find a good signal for us to use for this. So let me put my headphones back on quick, and I'll just illustrate this for you. Okay.
I got your 57, 100% copy there.
Sounds like more DX,
no
guys.
problem, copying you. There's a little bit QFP.
If it is, we're going to go for it.
On the signal, but other than that, solid copy.
If this is DX, we're going. I'm not going to end it there. We're going for it. But so I'm running off my higher antenna right now, the ZS6 BKW. But let's just first see what this guy's all about.
Okay, copy that. And how old are you, Jack? How old are you? Go ahead.
He's either a DX or he just has an accent. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, and I guess we're not that far. And now, Jack, yeah, we're just I'm 46 years old on this end, just 46, considered young. Younger operator still compared to.
So he's 5'9", beautiful.
The most are in the hobby. And yeah, that's right. Just 46. I'm well ahead of 30 years from you there, Jack. Go ahead, over.
Sounds like he's working one of the youth on the air stations right now.
There you go. Yeah, I have my daughter. My oldest daughter is 16. She's 16 years old, so almost the same age as you there, Jack. Go ahead.
But he'll still be a good signal to illustrate the difference between getting your wire up really high versus, you know,
Alpha 0,
10 foot.
November Bravo from BE6RYS. What's the working condition? What's the antenna?
No, he's in Canada. I think he's in Canada. I thought he said VE6. Is that what you guys heard? Victor Echo 6? Is that, or am I just hearing things? Pretty sure he said VE6. All right, so he's not DX probably.
Commercial transmitter.
Here's a good signal.
Gave me,
so he's 5'9", right? Plus a little bit.
With the
so let me just show you what happens when you don't have your antenna up very high. So listen to him, hear how he sounds. Look at his signal.
I think they said 807s are also beers, but
yeah, that's right. NVIS, which is near vertical incident skywave. If you're looking for local comms on 40 or 80, NVIS is pretty good because what happens is your signal basically goes straight up and it bounces straight up in the sky and comes back down at a sharp angle, and you get really good coverage for about 300-400 miles. But anything beyond that, NVIS is, especially for DX. But now let's change up the antenna.
Primary and the secondary.
Listen to this.
I used a couple of 5R4s.
Look at that. Let's retune just to be sure.
And I was able to get 60 watts out of it, over.
So there you go. He went from a 5.9 plus down to a 5.3. This is the 10-foot wire across the backyard. Again, literally at about 10 feet above the ground. Now, of course, he stopped transmitting. But I can't even hear the other side of his conversation. Let me flip. Hear how much difference that is?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, when I built
there he
it,
is.
Because it was
now
an
we're going to
807.
flip back. This is the 10-foot high wire, end fed.
Was an 807. And,
65 feet.
And I mounted, when I got the power supply.
10 feet?
I mounted it on a shelf way up high, and it had a bunch of relays in it, and so
S4,
when you key it, all these
S5,
relays would clack in, and all
20 over.
A couple of my buddies from school would come over.
10 feet.
Want to see how it run, and when I keyed it, all the stuff was clacking around, and it was a lot of fun. But
and then back up to the big
I
wire.
had an HT32 for a while, and then we could start affording some stuff, and I built the Heathkit station
so you can
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can transmit on the lower wire. Absolutely. It's there's nothing wrong with transmitting on it, but that just goes to show you how much of a difference that makes. So when you're getting your HF antenna, if you're going to go with a wire, get it up as high as you can. It makes a big difference. 10 or 15 or 20 feet, especially the 15 to 20, it works. It's like, okay, you're going to be very compromised, very marginal signal. But if you can get it up, typically what they say with wire antennas, the old rule of thumb is 30 feet is where a wire antenna will really come alive, 30 feet. If you can get it up as high as 30 feet, you'll be in pretty good shape. If you can get it up higher, you're going to be even in better shape. So 30 feet at a minimum. 10 to 20 feet works, but you're going to be relying on propagation a lot. Now, is anybody in the chat currently listening in with their HF station here on 20 meters? Because I can even try to show you the difference in signal. If one of you listening actually has your station up and running right now, we can actually go and make a contact, and I'll flip back and forth between my two antennas, and you can tell us how much of a difference that signal makes. Oh man, 40 meter contact on 7220. Have you looked up, Ishmael, what the best time of day is for us to do 40? Is it now or is it another time? I don't know if you know what the predicted propagation is between us.
Oh yeah, Roger. Well, when I got out, I was a cop in
Chris, let me find a frequency for us here. Let's try 14,278, Chris. Okay, nope. Let's try 282. Let me tune up again. Actually, let me go back to this. All right, I'm tuned up, totally fine. I'm on the 10-foot wire. Yeah, if you want an NBIS antenna for good, like 40-meter rag-chew daytime antenna, that's great. But 10 or 20 feet is great if you're talking with people around your region. For me in Minnesota, an NBIS antenna would be great. For like my buddy in Omaha, Nebraska, the Dakotas, Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, NBIS would be great. All right, Chris, I'm on 14,282. This is Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. Kilowatt 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. K0LWC. Oh, this will work perfect. All right. WJQ, what's going on out west today? Yeah, like I said, I just turned up the volume here, so you'll hear yourself on the next go around. But yeah, you're like a 5 and 0, 50-0, because I mean you're really like right there at like not moving my S meter at all, but I can hear your audio Q5 copy.
Okay, Roger. Running 100 watts here, so definitely going to be on a ground wave. But yeah, I don't know. I guess switch your antennas here, and we'll give it a try and see if you can hear any difference. Over.
Yeah, for sure. Let me change it over and retune up here on the ZS6. But yeah, you're an S0 but a Q5 copy. And by the way, for the folks watching, this is on ground wave. And if you're watching remotely, whether you're listening on an SDR or you have your own station right now, I am operating on my 66-foot end-fed wire. It is a chameleon wire antenna, literally 10 feet off the ground across the backyard here, between my deck and some trees in the backyard. So again, this is my 10-foot end-fed wire, Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. I'm going to switch over to the end-fed now. Hang on, Chris. I'm going to tune it up here. All right, K0LWC. Now I'm on the ZS6BKW here around 60 feet.
Okay, K0WLC. You're coming in here, I'll call it a 5 by 6.
Yep, you're about a 5.5 here on ground wave as well, Chris. And so if I'm at a 5.5 now for you, when we were first talking there on the wire near the ground, I mean, what was I first at compared to what I'm at now at a 5.5, 5.6?
I didn't, to be honest, didn't look at the meter here, but I'd say that you were more like a 5.2, maybe a 5.3 at best.
Okay, perfect. So, and that's just something for you guys here to know that, again, this was on ground wave. So Chris is just west of me a little ways. So it's not, a typical skywave type propagation scenario. So thanks so much for doing this, Chris. We'll see if anybody else is in there. Maybe Dave, N5CU, we already talked today, said hear the difference over a longer distance. But thanks so much, Chris. Glad that you're out there, and have a great rest of your Saturday.
You too, 73, Matt.
73, Chris. Dave, N5CU, are you able to jump on 20 meters, K0LWC? All right, we'll see if Dave can hop on here on 282. Yeah. All right. Sounds like Dave does not have a copy on me. November 5 Charlie uniform from K0LWC. Oh, you're really light, Dave. Yeah, I can hear you, Dave, but you're super, super light. So I guarantee you if I go to the other antenna, you definitely won't hear me. I can hear you, Dave. You're really low. I can hear you, but you're really, really quiet, Dave. You're super quiet, but I can hear you. All right, this is Kilowatt 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie doing some experimentations here with the antenna. This is Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie doing some antenna experiments. Anybody got a copy on me right now that can hop in here for some quick experiments? This is K0LWC. Yeah, I think there was a November 6.
Yes, November 6, Victoria X-ray, Mexico. We're in South Carolina for pointing antenna.
All right, QSL November 6, Victor X-ray, Mexico. Thanks so much for hopping in. And what's my signal report down into South Carolina? November 6, Victor X-ray, Mexico from K0LWC. What's my signal report down your way?
We're good S9, now you're down to the noise. Try again.
All right, checking 1, 2, 1, 2. What's the signal?
Right now you're about 5.8, 5.8, 5.9 to QSL.
All right, QSL, let me try to switch antennas and you let me know how my signal changes. QSL?
QSL.
All right, give me about 10 seconds. I'd be surprised if I can even hear this guy. And he can hear me, I'd be shocked. November 6, Victor X-ray, Mexico from Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie. How copy? Barely hear him. Barely. Yeah, you're down in the noise, down in the noise. I cannot copy, cannot copy. QSL? Yeah, I was unable to copy you. Hold on. Yeah, I was unable to copy you. You probably couldn't hear me either, QSL.
QSL, yeah, you came back up. K0LWC N6BX. Yeah, we got you now. You were
Just look at how big of a difference that makes.
Somebody there, but the
Yeah, Bob, I know my NFED's nasty with feedback. I don't have any chokes on that NFED. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, I was on a NFED wire at 10 feet above the ground, so I'm not surprised that I pretty much dropped out completely, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, just so you know what we're using here, we are on a ICOM 7300 using the radio 7300 101.
Thanks for letting me know, Alan. Surprised you could still hear me.
A magnetic loop located in the act. We're using an inside antenna. Over.
Oh, wow. Mag loop inside. All right, very good. Well, yeah, you definitely got the compromise antenna there. Okay, very good. Well, thanks for the help. I appreciate it. And 73 here from Minnesota, I appreciate the help there. 73, have a good year. N6VXM from K0LWC.
Roger, K0LWC, N6VXM. Have a good month. Be safe. N6VXM 73.
73, this is K0LWC taking any other folks that can help out here with a quick antenna check. This is K0LWC. There's a Kilo Mike 4.
Kilo Mike 4, Oscar, Kilo Charlie.
Is that Oscar Kilo Charlie? QSL on the 5-9. Please copy your 5 and 3, 53 in Minnesota, QSL. 73. Thanks so much, David, for the quick report. I appreciate it. KM4 OKC, K0LWC. Take care. The NFED gets a lot of feedback because I don't have any chokes on it. Yeah, KE5JK.
K0LWC, good to hear you. I'm really enjoying your videos. Just been working in my shack here, hooking up a new hex beam, which is actually aimed away from you right now, and also trying to get some noise out of the mic here. Just wondering how you're copying it, right?
Oh, I copy you just fine. Yeah, I said you should swing it my way. You probably could help me out. I usually do pretty well into Texas if you want to swing that puppy around. But the audio for you, yeah, it sounds good. I don't hear any kind of problems in the audio.
Well, there shouldn't be because I just watched your video last night about how to set up the audio on the 7300. So if it sounds good, thank you.
Yeah, I'd say it sounds excellent. Yeah, I'm just doing a little back and forth. I'm not sure if you're watching me on YouTube right now, but I'm kind of demonstrating to folks that are watching the differences between having a really high dipole and one that's really low. So, yeah, I said if you could help me out by hanging around and being part of that test, I'd appreciate it.
Roger, I think I'm going to have to let you go because I got somebody real close to you that's covering you out, but I can just make you out from that. Again, thank you and appreciate it. 73 is for K0LWC from KE5JK. Good day.
All right, 73, thanks very much for stopping by, saying hello. Take care, KE5JK, K0LWC 73. CQ20 calling CQ20 CQ20 meters calling CQ20 meters from K0LWC QRZ. Yeah, see, if you ever get an NFED wire, make sure you get really big versions of this. Those of you out there that are hams probably know this is a ferrite bead. You need to have some toroid or some ferrite, really choke your antenna well to keep the RF out of your shack. That's the problem with the NFED. That's why you were hearing feedback coming in when I was on my NFED, is I don't have any chokes on that antenna at all. CQ20 calling CQ20. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie calling CQ20 meters calling CQ20 from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie QRZ. Calling CQ20 meters calling CQ20 from Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie QRZ. Yeah, the key is a Kilo Alpha 4. Yeah, Kilo Oscar 4 Charlie Bravo. You're probably about a 5 and 7 57 QSL.
That's my signal. Does it sound good?
Yeah, very good. What's my signal report out to you in North Carolina?
I think you're about a 5 and 2. 5 and 2. What's my signal for you?
QSL in the 5 and 2. Thanks so much for hopping in there, 73. This is Kilo Zero Lima Whiskey Charlie, QRZ. All right, guys. I said I was trying to find a really strong signal where I could really show you guys a test. But I mean, you guys see it. You definitely heard the difference. Again, when you guys get your antennas up, just make sure you're getting them as high as possible if you're going to run a wire. It really makes a big difference. 30 feet is the key number. Get it to 30 at least, and you'll be in pretty good shape to have some fun, especially on 20 and 17, 15, 12, stuff like that. 30 feet will do pretty decent at those frequencies. So, but yeah, it's, you know, I got lucky. You know, I had some help. We were able to shoot my wire way up into the tree with a slingshot. And again, on one side of my antenna, I'm up about 70 feet, and the other side gets around 40 to 43 feet on the other side here, closest to my shack right above me. But yeah, the center conductor is up around 50, and then again, the leg to the left of the center conductor gets up to 70 from that point, and then from 50 down to about 43 on the other side. So again, the higher the better. If you want to work other countries, height is key, because the higher you get your antenna, the better the takeoff angle toward the horizon, and that's where you want your signal to go, is toward the horizon if you want to work other countries on the DX side of things. If you just want to work around the United States, you know, 30 feet will probably do fine for a lot of stuff, and you're really going to rely on propagation at that point. So 30 feet is kind of the old wives' tale number of try to at least hit 30. And again, height becomes even more important as you go down in frequency. So if you really wanted to work 75 and 80 and 40 and be really efficient, especially over long distances, higher heights up at those frequencies are even more important. The 30 mark becomes pretty good, decent, when you're working 17, 15, 12, 10 meters, stuff like that, where again, you don't have to worry about getting it up so high. Because the old rule also is, for a little bit more of a technical way to say it, whatever the frequency is you're operating on, you want to try to be 1/4 wavelength above the ground at least, at a minimum. So yeah, the better it'll go, the higher you get it. That's the key thing. And just make sure you're installing it in a safe way. You're keeping away from power lines. It's up securely, all that kind of stuff. Nobody can touch your antenna, you know, where somebody could grab onto it when you're transmitting. That's a consideration for me. I have a 16-month-old, so when it comes to the warmer months, I want to make sure that whatever I have transmitting, if he's outside, I want to make sure that he can't grab anything, because RF burns are no fun. I've gotten plenty of those in my time. If you're a new ham, you'll have plenty of your own, I'm sure. But yeah, chokes are important. You probably can't see it on the screen here, but I'll show you what's on the back of my antenna tuner. You can buy these off of Amazon for pretty cheap. So this is what's again called a Mix 31 ferrite. You guys have probably seen these on your different electronics. They usually they look a lot smaller. They look like this. They sometimes come installed on your power supplies. But this is a big one. This one's actually designed to fit around LMR 400 coax. So what this does is it helps keep RF out of the shack. So this is why on my big wire antenna, you guys don't hear any of that feedback coming back down the coax and getting into my computer, getting into my radio. You don't hear that interference like you do on my end-fed wire. And that's because I have these all along the coax. I have them behind my tuner. I have these behind my radio. I have these at the antenna. And I have a balun with a bunch of choking impedance right off the actual end of my wire. So the ladder line terminates to a 1-to-1 balun, and that's just a bunch of basically this material inside of there, you know, some wire wrapped around this material that helps again choke out, so that way the coax isn't becoming an antenna by itself. You're not getting a bunch of noise and a bunch of junk on the coax of the antenna. You don't want that. You want it actually coming out of the antenna, not making your coax turn into an antenna and radiate. So this is really, like, buy this now. If you're just getting set up with ham, I guarantee you're going to buy this stuff. So just do it now. It doesn't cost much, 10 or 20 bucks a bag for a bunch of these. There's different sizes. So yeah, this is you're thinking SWR, Jeff, and yeah, that's not good, standing wave ratio. But this is just from keeping junk off your coax, and this will help you. Like when I used to run a G5 RV, I used to have in my shack and these have metal knobs too. If you have a bunch of RF coming back down your coax from an unbalanced antenna, when you touch like the metal knobs on your radio, you'll actually get burned. You will literally burn your fingertips, and it will actually have a burn mark because you have all that junk flying back down your coax and it's radiating. So you don't want that. And again, this again, it's called ferrite chokes. Just get some of the Mix 31. The Mix 31 combination is really good for a broad range of frequencies. And this is what I use for the LMR 400. And you can just clamp it on. Works out really, really nicely. So that's it, guys. Thanks for coming in, live streaming today. Appreciate it. And again, got some videos coming up. Got some videos from the crazy guys on 20 meters the other day you may have seen. Going to make a video about them. I got another video coming out about ham radio prep that you'll be seeing coming out. And also do another shack tour. A lot of you guys have not seen the changes that I've done to my shack since I put in my new monitor stands, put in the new microphone here. So yes, I will be doing those videos coming up soon. So take care, 73 guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. And hopefully you guys had a great holiday weekend and Happy New Year. I'll catch you guys sometime this coming week, all right? Later, guys.